Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons, my long play over here on More Sezrawrr, where we are going on an unexpected villager hunt today. You're going to find out in this episode who left, but we did have someone leave. It was unexpected, but I made the decision, and today we've got to do a villager hunt, okay? So, with that being said, before we get into the villager hunt, there's a few things that you missed on Sezurbia. So, a lot of things actually, so much that it's going to be over half an hour's worth of here's what you missed on Sezurbia. So with that being said, here's what you missed on Sezurbia. Alright, you guys, we begin coming into Thursday night because last episode was on Wednesday and I haven't made another episode since then. So we're going from Thursday through to today, right? Which is also Wednesday. So with that being said, here we are with Miss Isabel. So hello there, everyone, she says. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, January 29th, 2026. Dear Leaf is here today. I always feel so calm when he's around. If you're in the market for a new plant friend, you can buy his lovely seeds and starts in the plaza. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. No worries. I skipped through that really quickly once I realized it was Leaf. So I came into Thursday night with the intent of going to Halves Island to purchase the other piece of art from Red that I knew was genuine that we had in the last episode. I need to buy the statue that he had because I realized he had two genuine pieces and that never happens with Red. So we are coming to Red today to buy what is the Valiant statue. Yes, the Valiant statue. Maybe the price scared him off, so I'll sell it to you for 4,980 bells. Deal of the summer. You win. I sure am, Red. That's why I'm here. You got a deal. Ha, you are not going to regret this. I'll just take those bells from you. Do that, my guy. Yep, it's all there. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of a Valiant statue. That's fantastic. So, excitingly enough as well, on Seztopia on Thursday night, Red was visiting. So, I had Sezrawrr from Seztopia go in and check what Red had for us to potentially give us a new piece of art. We're going to get that from Sezrawrr from Seztopia. The first piece of art we had was the quaint painting. Now, I already know, we've looked at this one a few times. The fake quaint painting has a thick stream of liquid coming from the picture. So, we always take a closer look and you can see there is a thick stream of liquid coming from that picture. That one is fake. The next painting we had on offer was the perfect painting. So having a look at the perfect painting here, this one is actually always genuine. So I knew that I had a good option there, but I wanted to check out what the last painting we had on offer was. It was the calm painting. So having a look at the calm painting, this one is also always genuine. The statue Red had, we already have in our collection, so I didn't need to check that out, and I decided I was going to get this painting, the calm painting. So all that detail could be yours, and it will be. Well, it won't be Sezrawrr from Seztopia's. It's going to be Sezrawrr from Sezurbia's. We just had Sezrawrr from Seztopia purchase it. She's going to give it to us at some point in the not so distant future, right? But thank you so much, Red, for that. So then we come into Friday night, and on Friday night I was just doing some bits and bobs, catching some bugs, and I wanted to go and speak to Rolf, so I was just running around the island trying to find Rolf so I could speak to him, and I came across something that made me pause, okay? I did something that I would normally wait to do on camera, but the opportunity was there and I had to take it. I stopped dead in my tracks when I saw the golden stag on the palm tree, my friends. I have scared the golden stag away so many times that I decided I just needed to try and catch it, okay? I managed to not scare it away this time, and it is one that is due by the end of February, so we are in February now. I just needed to catch the golden stag because it is an uncommon one. It doesn't show up on palm trees very often. I just needed to take this opportunity, okay? So I approached it incredibly slowly, and finally I swung and I got it. So yes. Wow! I caught a golden stag. Does this mean I can retire? No, it does not, Sezrawrr from Sezurbia, because we've got more bugs that we need to catch, including a giraffe stag. So that was all that happened of interest on Friday night. I was just playing handheld. I wasn't even at my computer on that night. Anyway, it's fine. We are now coming into Saturday night where I was playing at my computer because, I mean, Isabel's going to tell us all about it. Good evening, everyone, says Miss Isabel. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 7:56 p.m. on Saturday, January 31st, 2026. It's another lovely Saturday and KK is performing in the plaza, and that's why I was here. He loves audience requests, so if there's anything you'd like to hear, stop by the plaza and let him know. Thank you so much, Miss Isabel. And that's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Thank you so much, Isabel, once again. So I came in on Saturday night just to hear KK perform because we've got to do that like 100 times, right? The scene's not the scene until you make it, Sezrawrr, he said. Want me to slap the strings for you? And I said I'd love that. Cool. Any requests? I can dial up an old favorite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling and I'll groove on it. And I said, I'll leave it up to you. I always leave it up to him. Give me a new choice, KK, please. A new song to register. I got a slick one for ya. Take a seat and we'll jam. Now, at this point in time, I was the only person there, but I could hear there were some footsteps approaching. Right on, I'm tuned up and ready to roll. Who's in the mood for a little surfing KK? And as those footsteps approached, I wondered, was it someone else to come and join the show? He didn't make it in time, but Raymond appeared on the screen right as it went black. You probably didn't see him behind my face cam, but Raymond was there. He wanted to be here for this.
Oh me, oh me, oh na me, oh me, me na me, oh. Now me na oh, me now me oh me na me oh Oh me, oh me, oh na me, oh me na me oh. Now me na oh, me now me oh me na me oh Me now, me na me oh
Look at me bouncing to that beat. It's a fast beat, this one.
Me now, now. Me me oh.
Now, as usual, we're not going to listen to the full song. We're going to cut it a little bit short, but we're about to have a whistling time with KK. You guys know I love a whistling time, so let's listen to the whistle times.
Now me na oh, me now me oh me na me oh Me oh
Well done, KK. Another spectacular performance from you, my guy. Always a pleasure. And you can't see because it's behind my face cam, but Raymond was there and he was clapping. Right on, man. Why don't you give your pockets a glance? I slipped you a bit of the show. That was like unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. Thank you for singing in my direction, KK. So then we were coming into Sunday morning. Okay, you know what Sunday morning means, my friends. Good morning, everyone. If you don't, Isabel's about to tell us, right? Right now, Sezurbia, it's 10:06 a.m. on Sunday, February 1st, 2026. I almost forgot to mention it, but Daisy May is here selling turnips. That's why I am here, my friends. She's only selling them until noon, so don't wait if you want to stock up. And I definitely do, because hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to be the last time. That's all for today. Have fun. Have a fun day out there. Thank you so much, Miss Isabel. I was so excited to have this be the last time for the stock market, so I raced upstairs, grabbed my money from the attic, and found Daisy May, who said, "Good morning. You here to start your Sunday off with some fresh turnips?" I've got turnips aplenty, fresh from Sojourn Stock Market. Want to buy them for 97 bells each? A decent price for the last time. Thank you so much, Miss Daisy May. They're 97 bells each, but we sell in bundles of 10. I know how it works. So you'll be seeing here that I actually initially had 1,800 turnips. I only could fit that much in my pocket, but I did decide to buy 4,000 turnips like we kind of discussed at the end of last episode. So I did end up buying 4,000 turnips, which meant that the total price that I paid for turnips this week was 388,000 bells. And this is me doing the big profit incoming magic spell that I'm doing on my turnips. So then I went in to go and deposit some money. Well, I had some extra money left over. So I decided I was actually going to pay off a little bit of the loan, okay? So we had, having a look here, we had 948,000 bells left on the loan. I decided that I was going to pay off 200,000 bells off the loan, meaning that we would have 748,000 bells left on the loan and leaving us with 50,196 bells in our pocket. Fantastic. Very, very good. And then the last thing that I had for Sunday afternoon, this again, I was doing like handheld stuff. I wasn't actually playing at my computer. This is the last bit I had for Sunday though. I had a cute little moment with Raymond. I haven't had a cute moment with a villager in a little while that I've included anyway. I had to hear. He was dreaming. He was like, hey, 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 ha, ha. Sezrawrr, I'll save you. Don't let go of my hand. Wait, I think I was just dreaming. Carry on, Sezrawrr. Oh, Raymond, you're such a cutie pie. This is why I love Raymond. I'm so glad that I've decided to keep him on my island. He's such a sweetie pie. We are now coming into Monday afternoon, though. This week I worked Monday morning, so I was not able to check the turnip prices for Monday morning. So we're about to check the turnip prices for the first time this week on Monday afternoon. Here we are with Miss Isabel, who says, hello there, everyone. Right now in Sezurbia, it's 4:16 p.m. on Monday, February 2nd, 2026. Oh, by the way, if you want a rug or some new wallpaper to spruce up your place, Sahara's visiting. I did not today. She sells lots of unique designs you won't find anywhere else. I can't wait to find out what she bought today. Well, you won't, because I didn't. I'm so sorry about that, but thank you so much for the message, Miss Isabel. I immediately went in to go and check what the turnip prices were doing. Keeping in mind, we paid 97 bells. They're at 82 bells per turnip at the moment. So I really wish I could have found out what the first price was, but that's just the way it goes. Let's see what the price is over on Seztopia, though. So the current price for turnips is 129 bells per turnip, and I was immediately in a big conflict, right? This is profit for us, right? And if I sold my 4,000 turnips at 129 bells per turnip, it would mean that I would get 516,000 bells, which then if I took out the 388,000 that I spent on buying the turnips would leave us with a profit of 128,000 bells. And that is more than the 96,000 bells that I need to finish the stock market, right? So I was like, what do? I decided to leave it for Monday afternoon and see what the prices were doing on Tuesday. The last thing that happened on Monday afternoon, I saw that Huck needed to have a chat. I was just kind of running around the island. This is what Huck said. Question for you, Sezrawrr. What lies beyond the shimmering sea? And I went, oh no, in my head. It never used to bother me, but now I feel like I need to find out. Huck wants to leave us. You never know where you'll find your next great business idea. And while that is true, this is the second time that Huck has decided that he wanted to leave. The first time I said no. This time I decided to let him go. He is not one of my dreamies. We're letting Huck go. Well, there it is. I guess I'm leaving. Thanks for everything, Sezrawrr. Thank you for everything, Huck. This isn't something to be sad about, like when your favorite TV show gets cancelled. Well, it is a little bit sad because you're my fellow metal friend. It's something to be cautiously excited about, like when your favorite TV show changes time slots. I don't know about that, but I'm hoping we can get someone really cool in, maybe even a dreamy this time. But there we go. That is Huck. We're going to be saying goodbye to Huck. We are replacing Huck in this video. But now we're actually going to come into some in-person stuff on Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. I was able to actually check the turnip prices with you guys on Tuesday. So let's get into the Tuesday. Here's what you missed on Sezurbia. All right, you guys, here I am for Tuesday morning. Now, I'm about to film main channel videos. Good morning, everyone, says Miss Isabel for Tuesday morning, though. Right now in Sezurbia, it's 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. Now for today's announcements. Tomorrow, Sezurbia bids a fond farewell to our dear friend Huck. I know. Oh my gosh. I mean, also happy. Potential dreamy coming in would be nice, right? It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish him luck on his next big adventure. Be sure to stop by for one last chat before he leaves. Maybe bring some tissues. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. I'll do that really quickly as well. We're going to check the turnip prices right now. I'll say goodbye to Huck. Miss Blue Bear? Grr, I got a stain on my fave outfit. That's also my face when, and also it happens to me all the time. Anyway, Peach, what do you do when things are just the worst? Well, are you teaching me a reaction, Blue Bear? This is what I do. She looks so cute. Some folks call it pouting, but I say it's me telling the world to quit being mean. I love her so much. Anywho, using aggravation can def make you feel better. See, I'm all good now, Peach. I'm so glad, Blue Bear. Also, just Raymond in the background being absolutely zen. I love it. But I learned the aggravation reaction arg. Perfect. That's a good one. I'm glad that I've got that one in my repertoire. So now I know Leaf is also our vendor for the day. I was just wondering whether it was going to be Red. I couldn't remember his name for a second. Anyway, other important things. I need to see what the turnip prices are doing for this morning. Now, I'm trying my best to track the turnip prices, but because I didn't get to check what Monday morning's price was, it's a little bit finicky, right? But let's see what the go is for now. 79 bells per turnip. We were at 82 when I checked last night, so that's okay. As far as I'm aware, we're going downwards, which could mean a large spike. Although we had a large spike last week, so I don't know what the odds are of getting a large spike 2 weeks in a row, right? But it could also be a small spike. I would be fine with that. But I do also have Seztopia loaded up over here. We're just really quickly going to check the prices over on Seztopia right quick. I need to check the turnip prices. Yesterday or last night, they were 129 bells per turnip over here. So let's see. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? It's too early in the week to be making this kind of decision. It's like I said just probably a few moments ago. I haven't actually recorded me saying it yet, but I could sell all of my turnips at this price and make the 96,000 bells that I need right now. If we are in a fluctuating pattern on both islands, then 133 bells per turnip is a good price, and I could get the 96,000 bells that I need for turnips right now, right? The profit that I need to finish the stock market, I could get that right now. But I feel like it's too early in the week. It's only Tuesday morning. I do not know what to do. Hold on, let me just see how much money I could make for the turnips if I sell at 133 bells per turnip by 4,000 would be 532,000 bells, but then take out the 388,000 that I paid for them, it would give us 144,000 bells profit. So this is what I mean. I only need 96,000 bells profit. So with that in mind, okay, I think I've decided what I'm going to do, and this might not be a great decision. You might hate this decision, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what the afternoon prices are doing for this afternoon. If we have a better price than 133 bells over on Sezurbia, then I'll sell. The reason that I'm saying this is because I really only need 96,000 bells profit, right? So I can sell at a price less than 133 bells per turnip. But let me just see. So in order to make the 96,000 bells profit, I would need to sell my turnips for 484,000 bells. How much would the price need to be then? So, okay, so I've just done the math. So 484,000 bells, right? Divided by the 4,000 turnips that I have means that I would need to have a price of 121 bells per turnip, okay? So as long as I'm selling at least 121 bells per turnip, we're right? We're good. That's the math that I needed to know. Okay, I feel good about this decision. I'm going to switch back over to Sezurbia, sorry, not Sezurbia. And we're just going to say goodbye to Huck really quick. And then I'm going to go and film the main channel videos, okay? All right, Huck, we're going to see you in boxes, my guy. All right. Huck, there you are, all packed up, my guy. Huck, our first campsite villager. Let's say goodbye, right? Hey, this might be kind of awkward, but I wanted to say thanks for the advice you gave me. It's not awkward at all. You've made a bigger impact on my life than you'll ever know. Oh, Huck, that's a sweet thing for you to say, my fellow metal friend, right? All right, enough serious stuff, but seriously, thanks. You're so welcome, Huck. Oh my gosh. That's it for Huck. So we are going to be going villager hunting for a new villager in this episode. But before that happens, I'm going to check in with you once again to see what the afternoon turnip prices are doing for Tuesday afternoon. Alright, you guys, here I am back to check the afternoon turnip prices. Now, I'm just having a think. It's Tuesday afternoon. If we're going to be seeing any kind of spike on Sezurbia this week, I'm going to want this price to be a profit price, a low profit price, okay? Hi, hey, and hello. I want to check the turnip prices. Thank you. 75, okay. Well, look, we are in fluctuating then. We have to be, because this is 3 bells more than it was this morning. Either way, we are definitely not selling for 75 bells per turnip, right? So let me just check what's going on over on Sezurbia. So I'm kind of decided, I have decided, if we are still in a profit price of at least 121 bells per turnip, then we're going to sell right now, okay? Here we go. Let's find out what's going on. Yes. I should do the thing. The thing is what I should do, right? Hold on, let me just see. It's just, I wasn't expecting to see such a good price. I mean, I feel like I should definitely sell at this price. But let me just see what the pattern predictor is saying. Now that I know we are at 185 bells per turnip this afternoon, what is it saying? Well, it's saying a 97% chance of a small spike. See, here's the thing. I don't know if the spike price is going to get any bigger than this. Let me just see what it's saying for Wednesday in the morning. It's saying a potential maximum of 220 tomorrow morning, but we have guaranteed 185 bells right now. Let me just see. Let me do the quick math with you, my friends. How much would we get if we sold our 4,000 turnips at 185 bells per turnip? We would get 740,000 bells. So now if we minus the 388,000 bells that we bought the turnips for, we'd get a profit of 352,000 bells. I'm happy with that. I am really, really happy with that. So I'm going to fling open the gates. We're going to do it. Let's fling open the gates, right? Let's do it. Let's have us sell our turnips right now. Now, this is going to take me a little second. All right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just be finished with the stock market. Maybe I'll have me leave the airport here and wait for me outside. I'm so excited. Just to have the ding ding of completing the stock market is going to be incredible. Cool. I'm so excited for this. There we go. Looks like someone's on their way here. We've never seen this from, like, me flying to Sezurbia before. So here we go. There we go. Aspiring something or other, sezrawrr from Sezurbia. This is so cool. Right now we are flying over Sezurbia on the other switch. So here we come. Sezrawrr from Sezurbia is here to play. It's such a cute vibe. It really is. I love me. Me. Not me. Well, I don't know. You should. Anyway. You should love yourself, right? Should is the key word. Anyway. Let's sell some turnips. Hold on. I should be walking out of the airport any second now. There I am. Now I am just going to switch switches. I'm going to switch switches because I need to be in control of Sezrawrr from Sezurbia while we go and do the selling of the turnips, right? Hello, here we are. And I'll see who's here on Seztopia, sorry. I'm impressed that you travelled all the way to our fair island. What can I do for you today? I want to sell because you've got a price for turnips that I want to sell. Look at them all 4,000 of these turnips. Fantastic. I'm so ridiculously excited right now. The last time we're going to have to do this. The only turnips that I'm going to have to buy are ones I'm going to need for recipes now. That's exciting. Allow me just a moment to run the numbers. Give me those numbers. I can buy this from you for a total of 740,000 bells. That does sound fabulous, actually. Thank you for your business. I'll go ahead and put any excess bells into bags in your pockets. I love that. There's the ding ding. Do I share it with you now or do I wait for the main episode? I think I'm going to wait for the main episode. I'll just see who the vendor is for the day. I don't think it's red. I would remember if it was red. Maybe it's not a vendor at all. Maybe it is in fact the label that we've got over here today. Do we have label here? Yes, we do. Okay, that's fine. So I don't need to worry about buying anything. But over here, I do have so many recipes and stuff to bring over. So I may as well just take a handful of this stuff home with me, right? And maybe I'll do some of the wallpapers and flooring. I'm just so excited that I never have to play the stock market ever again. It's very, very exciting. Very exciting. All right, I might just take... Oh, that's our pockets full anyway. So let's go home now. Very exciting. Thank you so much, Seztopia, for really coming through for me. All right, here we are. So, first things first, going to just set up a little reaction on my end. And I'm going to set up a reaction on this end. So, here we go. We love in sync clapping. Absolutely love that. So with that being said, I might switch the switches again because I just want to see what it looks like to have us leaving Sezurbia, right? So with that being said, we're clapping. And I just want to see what this looks like. Looks like someone's leaving. And we're just going to walk away. It's going to be nice to see this. All right, clear skies to you. Sezrawrr is going home. Safe travels. There we go. That's so nice. What a nice vibe. Here we are. Local time is 12:59 p.m. We've got clear skies and the temperature is comfortable. We'll be making a water landing, but that's okay because this is a seaplane. Fabulous. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to offload everything I have in my pockets and then I might pay off some of my loan and then we're going to get into the main episode of Animal Crossing, okay? Very exciting. I want to do a loan payment. Oh my God, I can pay off the entire loan. I didn't think I was going to be able to pay off the entire loan today. For some reason, I thought we were still at 900,000 bells. well, let's just pay off the entire loan, right? So if I pay off 748,000 bells, it's going to leave me with 44,616 bells. Wow! Sweet, I finally finished paying off my very last home loan. That's so exciting. So now the only upgrades that we get to the house, I mean, I can do visual changes and I do want to do that. Not right now though. But we get storage upgrades next, but I'm not going to need to do that for a really long time. That's so exciting. Wow. I love that. So with that being said, you guys, that's where I'm going to leave you for the Here's What You Missed on Sezurbia. It's a long one, right? I know. There's a lot that you missed though, right? So now we're going to get into the main episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Actually, no, we're not, because I was just playing handheld and I was coming in the game to prepare for the villager hunt that we're about to do. I needed to print off a lot of Nook Miles tickets because I only had 19 and I have a feeling we're going to need more than 19, right? So I was coming in to get some more Nook Miles tickets and I forgot that after paying off my loan that Tom Nook would want to have a chat. So I stepped into resident services and here is what Tom Nook had to say. Well, hello there, sezrawrr. My goodness, you've done it. You've paid off your home renovation loan in full. I love that. Thank you so much, Tom. Congratulations. You're debt-free and set for life in an amazing, spacious island home. Yes, yes, indeed, my friend. I know you're just waiting for me to offer to expand your home, but your house is as grand as it gets. In size, anyway. I have something else to offer, however. For free, of course. For free? Tom Nook? I don't think I've ever seen Tom say those words before. Nook Inc. guarantees its work for life and as a small token of my appreciation, I am proud to offer you a lifetime of free exterior renovations. That's exciting. That's things like wallpaper changes and roofing changes and all of that stuff. Very cool. Limit 1 day terms and conditions apply. Yes, yes. I'm legally required to say that. Of course you are, my guy. Oh yes, there is one thing for us to discuss. Although we cannot expand your house any further, maybe we could look into expanding the size of your home storage. Well, unfortunately, such construction would not come cheap, so I'd need the entire cost to be paid up front. That's a bit rude, right? Now, I imagine that as your house has grown, you've placed quite a few things into storage. I have. But it's not an issue at the moment. But then before you know it, your storage is full. And where does your old couch go then? Where indeed? Well, I don't have that issue at the moment. I've still got plenty of storage. That's what expanded storage would aim to solve. So think it over and tell me if you'd like to know more. Not right now, but good to know it's an option. And on that note, I'd just like to say that I hope Nook Inc. continues to serve you for years to come. I hope so too. Oh, and once again, congratulations. Thank you so much, Tom. Very nice of you. But then I went and purchased some Nook Miles tickets, totally fine. The last thing that I did though on Tuesday night, I wanted to go and speak to Pashmina. It's been a little while since I checked in with Pashmina. And she had something really interesting to say. So I've never seen a villager talk like this before, but then again, I've never sort of had the experiences that I've had here with you, right? Good to see you, kiddos. Thought you'd come by. I've got a really weird question for you, okay? What's wearing shoes like? I've worn socks, but not shoes. I asked sezrawrr, that tourist from Seztopia, but I want your take too. Oh, and no rush, think on it. It was just really interesting. I have never seen a villager talk about a visitor from another island before. I guess I've never had that experience though, because I've never really done visitors from other islands before. It was just really interesting, that's all. So with that being said, that is all that you have missed on Sezurbia. Now we're going to get into the main episode. We're going to go villager hunting. That is the main goal for today. If we have time, if we catch someone really quick that I'd like to have, then we can do some other things. We've got some new creatures that I would like to catch and maybe donating some stuff to Blathers would be pretty cool. But with that being said, let's jump in to Animal Crossing New Horizons. All right. I'm excited. This is going to be a daytime villager hunt as well. I've not done daytime villager hunts before. I was thinking about doing a nighttime one, but I just, I don't know if I can be bothered doing that tonight. And I decided that I was going to squish my schedule and make time to do this villager hunt with you today. I don't know how long it's going to take. We've got time though, my friends, right? Here we are with Isabel. Good morning, everyone. Right now in Sezurbia, it's 10:10 a.m. on Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. This may not count as news, but I do have a cautionary tale of sorts to share. That's fantastic because I was going to go to Halves Island and now maybe I don't need to go to Halves Island. That's so good. Occasionally, residents complain that they purchased a work of art only to later realize it's, well, fake. They all note that the fakes were purchased from a boat anchored along the northern shore. What you do with your bells is your business, but I ask that you please be wary of this boat. Stay vigilant. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed the loveliest of lovely days. We're going to go and visit Red then. I don't need to go to Halves Island. I was thinking of going to see what Sahara had on offer, but now that Red's here, nah, we're not going to Halves Island. We're just going to see what Red has on offer today. Also, we're going to check the mail first, okay? I'm not going to leave it so late like I did last episode. It's fine. Oh, we've got lots of things, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it just goes on and on. We've got something from Gulliver. That's right. Last episode, I helped Gulliver. Ahoy there, sezrawrr. Thanks to your help, I'm back with my crew. They made a big show of sighing and rolling their eyes when I climbed aboard. What jokers? Anywho, here's a cool trinket from my travels. Hope you enjoy it. I hope so too, because I put in a lot of work to get your communicator up and going again, my friends. Anyway, I got my castle wall and my castle towers that I bought last episode as well. Very good, very exciting. We've got the piece of art that we bought from Red. This is the wild painting left half. Fantastic. Thank you so much. We're going to buy another piece of art today, though. Also, I don't know if we're going to, but I do have Sezrawrr from Sezurbia with a full pocket waiting to come and bring stuff over. But the priority today is villager hunting. So if we have time, then I'll have Sezrawrr from Sezurbia come over and bring that stuff to us, which includes that calm painting. But if not, then it's not a super big priority for today. It can happen next episode, right? So we've got Barreled, a letter from Barreled, who says, "Hi, Sezrawrr. Do you like how this postcard smells? I dipped it in gravy, then licked the gravy off and sent it to you. Man, I love smells from Barreled." Thanks for the bacteria, Barreled. It's fine. I'm going to throw that one away, I think. And then we've got another thing from Red, which is the Valiant statue. That's the statue that you saw me purchase at the beginning of this episode in the Here's What You Missed on Sezurbia. Thank you so much, Red. We've got a gift from Blue Bear, who says, "Like flowers, Sezrawrr? So I totes ordered way too many flower thingies because, more is better. And I guess sometimes it is, but not right now because I can't walk in my house with all the gardening stuff. Drowning in seeds, Blue Bear. Thank you. What flowers did you give me, my girl? I'm going to throw that one away too." Mathilda sent us a letter who said, "Oh, Sezrawrr, I started writing this message because I had something to tell you, but now all of a sudden I'm drawing a complete blank. It's quite embarrassing, but I shall send this letter to you anyway. Forgetfully yours, Mathilda." No worries, Mathilda. Thank you. We've got something from the Bank of Nook. "Thank you for maintaining your Bank of Nook account. We do appreciate your business. Your earned interest of 3,000 bells has been added to your account. Thank you so much. I love getting interest. That's fantastic. Happy Home Academy. We are still a rank B. Feng Shui isn't everything, but it's not nothing, Try putting yellow items on the west side of your house. No thanks." No thanks. Not interested. Huck. Oh my gosh, Huck. This is going to be the last bit of communication I have from Huck to the ever stylish Sezrawrr. You know that my style is always on point from head to toe, and sometimes when I see something that would look good on someone else, I get it for them. Well, today is your lucky day. Try them on, from Huck. I'm going to keep that one. That's the last bit of communication we're ever going to have from Huck. Daisy May gave us some more bamboo shoots. Thank you so much, Daisy May. Very sweet of you. We've got a gift from Mom. "My dear Sezrawrr, the cicadas cry into the morning light, awakening the world with their cacophonous symphony. Your mother cries out as well, lamenting her lack of sleep. Less sleep, more snuggles," from Mom. No worries, Mom. Thank you. I'm going to throw that one away. We got another letter from Mathilda. Maybe she remembered what she wanted to tell me, right? "My goodness, Sezrawrr, I had the strangest dream. In it, I was writing an important letter to you. Alas, when I awoke, I couldn't remember what the letter was about." Mathilda, do you need to see the doctor? Are you having memory issues, my girl? I guess we'll never know. Anywho, hope this finds you well. Perplexed Mathilda. No worries, Mathilda. We've got a gift from Pashmina, who said, "You are worthy, Sezrawrr." Thank you so much, Pashmina. That's very sweet of you to say. I had a buddy give me this a long, long time ago. It's seen a lot of action, a lot of good times, and a few bad. Now I'm passing it along to you. Treat it right or I'll know. I'll be watching, from Pashmina. Interesting. And the last bit of mail we've got is from Nook Inc., who says, "A new Miles redemption item is here. This message is for This message is for customers who have paid off all of their loans. Thank you. You can now redeem Miles for an ABD, letting you access your Bank of Nook account wherever you'd like. Visit the Nook stop for details." Interesting. I might check that out. Maybe not, though. It's not super high on the priorities list. But we need to see what gifts we got in the mail today. Okay, we've got so many presents. I can't even remember who's from who. I can hear a cacophonous noise in my ear. Is it a new bug? We do have a couple of new February bugs, including a new cicada, I think. And it sounds like it might be a cicada. It's just a noise that I haven't heard before, and it's kind of distracting to me, actually. What is the new... We've got the Walker cicada. That could be what it is. It's very distracting. I'm going to try to not be distracted as I look at this katana. We got a katana? Who the hell gave me a katana? I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, there's my castle wall and my castle towers. Thank you so much. Very good. I just need to buy some more castle walls and then we can get started on that part of my house, right? This present here, we've got wild painting left half. I'm going to go and put that over here. ready to be donated, right? Drop that one. I should have another piece of art as well, but what do we have here? We've got the Valiant statue. Thank you so much. That's exactly what I needed. That's the 2 pieces of art there. That's fantastic. What do we have for the next present? Is this the one from Huck? Oh no, that's the flowers from Blue Bear. Yellow mum bags. Not interested at all. I'm so sorry. Is this the present from Huck? Lace up boots, my guy. Okay, look, they're white, but I have the black versions of them. He knows my style. Huck, I miss you already. It's fine. Hoping that we can find someone really cool. Bamboo shoots from Daisy May. Thank you so much. And what do we have here? We've got Mom's plushie. Ah, it's cute, but not really my vibe at all. The last present we've got here is a metal can. Thanks ever so much, I guess. I'm going to go and put those things in storage. I also do have Surfin' KK in my pockets that we watched KK perform at the beginning of this episode. We're going to register that while we're here. And then we're going to look at some Nook Mile stuff. And then we're going to go and see what Red's got on offer today. And then we're going to go villager hunting, okay? I've got it all planned, my friends. No, I don't want to place my castle tower in my home. You can, apparently, just in case you were wondering. I was not wondering. I just wanted to put it in storage, right? All right, everything in storage. Thank you so much. Beautiful. All right, let's go and listen to Surfing KK. You heard what it sounded like when KK performed at the beginning of this episode. Let's listen to what it sounds like in the recorded version, right? That's what we're gonna do. All right, register Surfing KK. Let's have a listen. Did a great job performing it. It sounds spot on. Well done, KK. It's not my favorite though, but it's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Back to KK dub though. You know how it goes. Oh no, we have a visitor, Mathilda. Hello, it's Mathilda. Mathilda, I've come for a visit, wee baby. I don't really have time, Mathilda. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do high card, low card, and then we're gonna go. It's just I've got other things that I need to do, Mathilda, that are gonna take a lot of time, Mathilda. I've got to get to the villager hunt, but I've got to check what Red has to buy first. Hi, Mathilda. Sorry to show up unannounced like this, wee baby. That's okay. For some reason, I had this sudden urge to pay you a visit. Surely it's a welcome surprise. Well, I mean, yeah. Guess what I bought today? A peach. Thank you so much, Mathilda. The gourmand in you will love it. Can't say I've ever had to, like, pronounce that word before. Don't know. Anyway, Mathilda, do you want to play high card, low card in my doorway? Yes, I do. Sounds good. Well then, shall we play a little game of high card, low card, wee baby? All right, here's the exciting bit. If you guess correctly, I'll give you a full-length maid gown. Okay, no worries. Okay, let's begin. First, I draw a card. What's it going to be today? 8. The first card is 8, and now it's time to draw the next card. All right. Alrighty, here's the card. Now, is this card here going to be higher or lower than 8? What do you think? Which is it? I'm going to go with lower because the odds would tell me that it's going to be lower. We only have one more option above 8, so we'll go with lower. Is that so? 1. It was the 1. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Mathilda. Now then, just as promised, here's the full-length maid gown. Thank you so much. Oh my, I got so very excited. How unlike me, truly. That was lots of fun, wee baby. It was indeed, but Mathilda, I'm so sorry. Oh dear, are you going out? Well, I suppose I should be going too. Today was lovely. Until next time. Also, not sure I like the shirt you're wearing. I might need to go to Isabel and say, hey, I'm not happy with what Mathilda's wearing. Just because it's not your vibe, Mathilda, it's not my vibe for you either. Anyway, now, before I go and do stuff with Red, I have to check out the Nook Miles achievements with you because we have finished the Stork Market and I need to see it. I am so excited to see it. But firstly, we have achieved Rough Hone, the next level of Rough Hone for chopping wood from trees. We've chopped wood 2,006 times from trees. That's so very exciting. I've got to chop it another just under 3,000 times. That's fine. It's going to take some time to do that though. Anyway, all good. The next one we do have will be the stock market, cornering the stock market. Is it going to tell me exactly how much I've made, or is it just going to say that we made it to 10 million bells? Either way, here we go. The powers that be have been tracking your turnip transactions, and let's just say you've harvested your share of profits. Enjoy a few Nook miles for helping contribute to the island's economy. We made 10,256,000 and something. I didn't get to see what the end was, but there we go. Look at that, all complete. I absolutely love it. So considering we started playing the stock market, well, we made our first 1,000 bells on the 21st of October to then finish by the 3rd of February. I think that's pretty good. October, November, December, January. That's 4 months. That's actually just under 4 months of playing the stock market. I think that's pretty good. We did very well, my friends. And there was a couple weeks there where I didn't play the stock market at all. So that's fantastic. The next thing we've got is KK Mania, because we have, in fact, watched KK perform live 10 times. That's fantastic. You do love to see that. We've got to watch him play another 20 times to get to the next level of that Nook Miles achievement, right? I think that's it for the Nook Miles achievements. Fantastic. It sure is. Okay, so, there is one more thing that I wanted to do in this episode as well. It's very, very small. It's just last episode we had the admin episode where I just did a lot of things that I've been putting off. There was one thing that I didn't do that I wanted to do that I might do right now, and that is I've picked a design for our island flag. We've changed our island tune, but we have the Animal Crossing leaf as our island flag. I picked a design that I'm hoping is going to look really cute. It's going to speak to my soul for this island, the gothic vibe. We're going to change our island flag. That's also going to get us some Nook Miles achievements as well. I need to speak with Miss Isabel. Thank you so much. Hi, Isabel. Oh, Sezrawrr, good morning. How can I help you today? I want to review island features. That's what I want to do. Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about? I want to change the island flag. You want to change the flag in front of resident services and the one at the airport too? Fantastic. I didn't even know that there was one at the airport. I guess that's how non-observant I've been about that. It's fine. Our flag is the physical embodiment of everything Sezurbia represents to folks on the island. Absolutely. It's proudly displayed in front of resident services and outside the airport. I'll admit, the design is a little dated. Do you happen to have something else in mind? I sure do, because I went and found a design. I found a couple, but like this one is the one that I think I'm gonna settle on. It's got a skull, it's black and purple. It's giving me kind of gothic vibes. It's called Gothic, right? So let's go with that. Oh my, Sezrawrr, it's perfect in every way. Isabel, I'm so glad that you think so. Look, she's so impressed. I love that. It truly captures the essence of Sezurbia. Well, we're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but it's gonna happen, right? From this point onward, your design will be our new flag. That's so exciting. Thank you for your submission. Can I help you with anything else? No, that's it for today. I'm good for now. Thank you. All right then. If there's anything I can assist you with in the future, please don't hesitate to ask. I won't. Thank you so much, my girl. We will have just gotten Nook Miles for that. Let's just check them out really quickly. That should be this Nook Miles completed here for Sezurbia icons. At resident services, we want new ideas for the island flag and island tune. We have Nook Miles in store for those creative types who can redesign and rewrite. It's good to take pride in our island symbols. There we go. We have done the flag. Beautiful. So very exciting. Let's go and take a look then. I'm so excited about it. Look at that. I love it. I think that is absolutely fabulous. I love it. So good. There we go. So the last thing that I need to do right now is go and see what Red has on offer for us today, okay? And then we're going to get into the villager hunt, all right? I know, we're like 35 minutes of this episode. No, we're more than that. We're a long way into this episode and I have not started villager hunting yet. It's because Here's What You Missed on Sezurbia was so long. I'm so sorry about it. Let's just go and see what Red's got today. Then we'll get into it, I promise. Hello, Red. Please have some good stuff for me today. I just need to get my little journal that tells me all of the things about the art pieces and also which ones I have. Well, if it isn't my favorite cousin, glad to have you back aboard Jolly Red's treasure trawler. Thank you so much. Straight away, I can see we've got a fake painting over there. I know. The fake painting in question, this one. Let me show you. I know that it's fake. I can see that it's fake immediately. This one, because this one, the fake version, has the scared look on its face. The eyebrows make him look like he's scared. We want him to have the eyebrows pointed inward down, not inward up, right? So that one's fake straight away. I already have the painting next to it. I already have, so I don't need that one. I don't know if we've got this statue, but it's fake anyway because I can see. Hold on, I can see. The robust statue. I'm not sure if we have it or not, but even if we don't, it's fake because let's take a closer look. He's wearing a watch on his wrist. The real one is not wearing a watch, so we're not going to be buying that one. No, which means I've only got one other option. And it's this one over here. I have a feeling, was this the other painting that I was looking at? The perfect painting. Have we... This was the other option that Sezrawrr and Sezurbia had, I think, and I didn't get it. I got the calm painting instead. So the perfect painting should be, it's 100% genuine, my friend. So let's just take a look so you can see which one it is. Thank you. Let's just take a closer look. Red. Beautiful. It's this one. So I'm really glad that I didn't get this one on Sezurbia, because it's the only option that I have that I can buy today. That's fantastic. I'm going to buy it. Sold. Thank you so much, Red. You'll love to see that. I know I'm not going to regret this. I'm so excited for that. Thank you. Fantastic. Perfect. Thank you so much, Red. A pleasure as always. You have nothing that I want to buy, so I'm going to go. Yeah, I know I won't regret it, my guy. Now, there's just a couple of little things I'm going to offload at home. The peach and the maid dress. I can't remember what that is actually called. We're going to drop that off at home, and then we're going to get into the villager hunting, okay? Also, I just kind of want to see Huck's plot empty, because I haven't gone to look and see Huck's plot empty, right? Also, I should find the money spot before I go. Maybe the money spot could be on this patch of grass. That would be really great, because then I don't have to worry about it anymore. But we should have, there we go, empty plot of land right here. I'm hoping we're going to be able to find someone really good to replace Huck. Also, I'm hoping that maybe I can find the money spot right quick. Maybe I'll just do a quick run around. I won't spend too long on it if I can't find it super easily. There it is. Beautiful. Thank you for being in a very easy spot for me. I appreciate it. You do love to see that. Let's get some bells in that hole in the ground. Perfect. Dig up that tree, please. Thank you very much. Beautiful. All right, let's now put the extra bells in my pocket. We're going to run home, offload those things that I said we were going to offload, do the money tree, and then go villager hunting, okay? We're getting there. I'm excited for it. Now, I mentioned last time we went villager hunting, which was very recently. I wasn't expecting to go villager hunting so soon, but here we are again. It's only been like 4 episodes since the last villager hunt, right? Anyway, that's okay. I mentioned, though, that I was going to make a list of villages that I wouldn't mind having temporarily. So if we don't find a dreamy today, it's totally okay. Hopefully we can find one of the many, actually. I found a few villages that I wouldn't mind having just temporarily while we're still building up the island, right? It's okay. So it's not essential to find a dreamy today, right? What am I doing? I'm doing money spot. That's what I'm doing. It should be over here for the money tree. Give me those bells. Because now, pretty much, the bells for the money tree is going to be our biggest... Aside from selling to CJ and Flick, but daily, this is going to be the way that we make money. And then our biggest ways to make money is going to be when CJ and Flick comes to the island and I'm selling bugs and fish, right? They're going to be the ways that we make our money now that we are not playing the stock market anymore. I'm so ridiculously excited about that. It's going to be very, very good. All right, so now I have more stuff to offload at home. It's fine. I am, while I am here, going to quickly have a chat to Sable and see if she's got any more patterns for me, okay? I haven't chatted to Sable in a few days, right? So let me just check in with her right quick. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Also, I did mention in one of the... Oh, Sezrawrr, I was hoping you'd come by today. I made a new pattern fabric for you to try on your custom furniture. Here you go. Thank you so much, Miss Sable. You're the best. Did I call you Isabel before? I'm so sorry about it. I started working on these during my breaks from shop stuff, but I got all excited and couldn't stop Sable during your breaks. Those breaks are for you to have breaks, my friends. Anyway, I am also just going to check in here really quickly because I mentioned earlier in this episode that we've got Festival coming up. And we've got some Festival stuff. And I bought a Festival dress the other day. I'd like to buy a Festival accessory though, just so I can fit in when Festival comes along. I think that's going to be all that I buy today though. It's just that one. I don't think there's anything else I want. I mean, the only other thing I saw was the striped tank. But I don't think I want that. That's fine. We're just going to make that purchase so that I will be right for Festival, which will be coming up. I think it's next week, Festival. All right. Thank you so much. Ooh. Have I bought 5,000 bells worth of stuff? What is that? I don't think I've spent 5,000 bells today. That wasn't 5,000 bells. So what do we just get? I have spent 5,000 bells. Oh, the art from Red. I forgot that that goes towards that. All good. What bug do you want me to catch? A Miyama stag. I'm sure I'll be able to find plenty of them on my adventures. Anyway, let's just go and again offload stuff at home and then we are getting into the villager hunt, my friends. Now, I am probably going to tell you the list of characters that I wouldn't mind having lived with this temporarily. But I'm not going to go in depth and show you their houses. I'm just going to show you who they are. It's all good. All right, let's go to the airport and get it happening. Yay. Oh, there's the flag. I've just never noticed it before. I'm so glad that I changed that. It's so cute. All right, here we are. Hey, 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 welcome to your one and only gateway to the skies, the Sezurbia Airport. How can I help you out today? I want to fly. Roger. By the way, it looks like you've got a Nook Miles ticket on you in case you feel like using that. I sure do. So, just to get the paperwork all official, where did you want to go? I definitely want to use my Nook Miles ticket. So, you want to use your Nook Miles ticket? Roger, I've got 50 on hand, okay? I'm hoping we don't need to go to more than 50 islands, but I'm prepared in case we do. I'm ready to get you in the sky right this minute, but let's just check. You all packed? Tools all ready? They sure are. It's time for takeoff. All right, let's get you airborne. Dodo 1, this is Dodo Tower. Wilbur, you copy? Got a walker who needs wings over. Just say it's Ground Pounder. He'll totally get it. Okay, have a good flight, friend. And when you need to travel, just think, what would dodos do? Indeed, what would they do? Okie dokie. So, let me just bring up my dreamy list. We're not talking about the dreamies, except for me to even maybe say, I have decided I'm going to keep Nan. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to fall in love with Nan. She's just really sweet, and I like her house. Her house on the outside is totally my vibe. I love it. So with that being said, we are keeping Nan. With that being said, who do we have? What islands do we have? Oh, okay. We've got a very pastel looking sheep. I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to say hello to everyone. Okay, even though I know straight away you're not my vibe. Stella. Well, hello there. My name's Stella. You're sezrawrr. I sure am. Wait, you came here all the way from Sezurbia? I sure did. You're definitely more well-traveled than me. I'm truly trying to fix that. By touring new places like this island. If I could read, that would be great. Mama always says there's magic in chance encounters, so I'm glad we ran into each other like this. That's very sweet. Now, I also, just really quickly, I'm going to have a look for DIY recipes on the islands. And I'm going to look and see if we've got the Miyama stag, I suppose, on any of the trees. I don't think I'm going to go in depth with the fishing, though, and the catching of the bugs. But I can tell you about the new creatures that we do have available starting from February. So far, no DIY recipes, and also so far, no Miyama stags. Okay, that's fine. Well, Stella, it was a pleasure to meet you. We're going to leave you here, though, all right? Bell Bottom Disco, this is Stovetop Mountain Bike. Do you require assistance? Over. I'm ready to go home, thank you. I am sure I'm ready to pump pontoons and fly soaring rows here back to Sezurbia. Be very positive, because I wouldn't want you leaving anything behind. So again, you ready? Yep. Roger. Lifting off November Oscar Whisker. Very good. So how many do I have on my okay with having list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 villages on my list of villages that I would be okay having stay with us temporarily, okay? There's a couple that we've already talked about before, like Olivia is one of them. Let me just chuck her little character thing on screen just so you know who I'm talking about. I ummed and ahed over Olivia the last time we went villager hunting, and she was what made me decide that maybe I just need to make a list of ones that I would be okay as having, not as a dreamy, but just for temporarily to eventually fill up my cemetery that I'm eventually going to make, okay? That I'm now going to have another grave for, right? It's fine. So Olivia is the first. The next one on the list is Rodeo. I'm going to go with Rodeo. Or should I go with Rodeo? I don't know. I don't know which way his name is meant to be pronounced. I did mention him as well. He is the bull. He's a cow villager, but he looks like a bull and he wears like the judge's robes, right? So he is the second on the list. His house is all right. So that's why he's on the list. We are on Sister Fruit Island for this one. That's interesting. I don't see any Miyama stags so far. I also don't see the villager. Hello? Oh. Kangaroo. Sylvia. Hey, what's up? I don't think we've met. My name's Sylvia. What's yours? Boing. Sezrawrr, huh? Where you from? Sezurbia? Cool. You here for some R&R too? No. This little island's great. It's so nice being able to chill out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Anyway, I'll let you soak up the place in peace. Take care. You too, Sylvia, because you are not my vibe. You are not on my list, okay? It is all good. No Miyama stag so far, just seeing if we've got any DIY or recipes. You just never know. Might find a recipe that I've been looking for yonks. Not on this island though. All right. And no Miyama stags either, so let's head out. All right, so the next villager I have on my temporarily okay list is Ed. We mentioned that before. He's got like the emo swoop fringe, and he's kind of gives me like emo vibes. His house is all right. He's on the list for the temporary, but definitely not as a dreamy permanently to be living on the islands. And then, oh no, that's who I removed from the list. Okay, look, Ed was already on my temporarily okay list, right? The one that I removed from the dreamy, the actual one I removed from the dreamy was Piper. Look, Piper the bird, she looks really sweet. And her house is all right, but she's not sort of giving me the true dark gothic vibes. I mean, Nan doesn't either really, but between Nan and Piper, Nan kind of gives me slightly more the vibes that I'm looking for than Piper. So even though I liked how Piper looked, I decided that I was going to remove her from my dreamy list and put her on my temporarily okay with having live on the island list. Okay, that was a tough one actually. I can't believe I forgot that it was Piper. Which then does mean that for the dreamies, we have Mathilda, Raymond, and Nan, who we already have on our island. Then we're hunting for Cherry, Quinn, Muffy, Agnes, Bella, Roscoe, and Lucky, okay? That's going to be my dreamy list. The next on the okay with having list, this is when I went back through all of the villages that you can get for Animal Crossing New Horizons and had a look at them all. Literally, I did this last night. It was very late by the time I went to bed. It was almost midnight because I was up looking at all 417 villages that we can have on our island, right? It took a long time. But then I'll get back to that in a second because we've got Camo Frog here, and Camo Frog, you're not on my list. Wasn't expecting to run into, well, much of anyone out here, wherever the here is exactly. Anyway, I'm Camo Frog, and you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. Wasn't expecting a meet and greet on this tour, but then again, I ain't sure what I expected to find here. I'm being distracted by bug noises again. They are very loud and distracting. It's fine. No DIY recipe there. I am not seeing any Miyama stags on the trees. But I'm hearing lots of bug noises. We do have a new hopping creature as well. The migratory locust. I think that's a hopping creature. I think that's also making lots of loud and distracting noises for me. It's fine. No DIY recipes? No worries, that's okay. Let's head on out. So, when I went and had a look through all of the villages that we could possibly have on the island, Apollo was one that I found. Apollo is an eagle, and I mean, he's wearing like a black jacket, it's fine. His house isn't bad either. I mean, it's very white on the outside, but he's got like a black roof, and you know, it's fine. Not that I'm showing you what his house looks like, you're just gonna have to trust me, right? But I decided to add Apollo to the list. Another eagle, interesting, but he's gonna be one that's temporary. The next one I had on my list, I have mentioned before, is Sid the elephant. He's a red elephant. What he's wearing isn't super my vibe. His house was a little bit more my vibe. He was originally a question mark on the dreamy list, but then I found other dreamies that I wanted instead. So he's been moved to the I would be okay with having him temporarily on the island, right? So then next on the list, we've got Kid, who is a goat. Okay, I'm pretty sure Kid's a goat. Yes, Kid is a goat. Purple goat? Pretty sure. I'm not looking at their pictures while I'm telling you this. This is just from my memory of looking at them last night, okay? So I think I'm doing pretty well so far, right? Yeah, so I decided on Kid. I can't really remember what his house looks like, but I decided that his vibe was giving me enough of my vibe that I would be okay to have him for temporary, right? The next one I have on my list is Kyle, and I'm pretty sure Kyle is a wolf. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure Kyle is a wolf and he's wearing like a white shirt with a vest. He was kind of giving me like musician vibes, was his look kind of giving me, right? And I think his house also has a couple of instruments in there, so it's giving me kind of muso vibes. So Kyle is also on the list of temporary. Oh, we've got an anteater on this island. Let's see, who are you? Serrano. Hey, I'm Serrano. Came here on a whim, but this island doesn't seem half bad. Achoo! Hang on, you're sezrawrr from Sezurbia, yeah? Had no idea this was some kind of trendy destination, but it's cool to be hobnobbing with you here. No worries, Serrano. You're not going to be hobnobbing with me anymore, though, because you're not my vibe. Now, I don't see Miyama stags on the trees either yet. There could be. Nope, that's a cicada. And I'm not really seeing any DIY recipes as well. That's fine. Let's head on out then. All right. I don't want to spend too long on the islands just because, like, I'm planning to need to go to 50 islands, right? I've got 50 tickets. I'm planning on the villager hunting being a large part of this episode, but I don't want to spend too long because if I could get the villager hunting done early and then do some other stuff like some fishing and bug hunting, that would be pretty cool as well, right? Anyway, the next on my list is Marlo. Oh, Marlo. And look, I have a feeling that Marlo's going to be one that I'm going to want to stay if I ever have Marlo. He's like the little hamster who looks like a mob boss, like the leader of the mafia. So it's not about what he's wearing, but his house. Oh, I might have to input a picture of the front of his house because it is black and it's very fancy and it's kind of beautiful. On the inside, I think it even looks a bit mob boss mafia-esque, like there's money and stuff, I think, from memory. But I have a feeling I'm probably gonna, I love his house. So that's why he's on the temporary list. I just have a feeling that I would love his house so much that I would want him to stay. Also, I guess he's kind of formally dressed. He's got the little glasses. He's got the jacket on. That wouldn't be terrible, right? I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. So here's the next one on the list. It's all good. So the next one I have on the list is Portia, and Portia from memory is a dog. Now she is like a Dalmatian. She's wearing this purple jacket. I think she's a snooty villager. Not super my vibe in the look, but her house was pretty cute again, so that's why I put her on the list. Also, she just looks a bit cute. She's a bit of a cutie from the looks. I'm okay with having cuties. Ah, this is Fauna. Fauna the deer we have on this island, right? I wasn't expecting to meet anyone on this tour. I'm Fauna. And you're sezrawrr from Sezurbia? I'm glad you stopped to talk to me. One thing I love about traveling is the chance to make new friends. Very nice, Fauna. Do I see any Miyama stags on trees? I do not, and I do not see any DIY recipes there. That's fine. What about over this way? Let's see what the go is. Do we have any good stuff? So far, no. One more little expansive beach to look at. And then we'll head out of here. Yeah, there's no DIY recipes. That's okay. I mean, in my experience, you don't get the best DIY recipes on these islands anyway, but you just never know. It might be something really cool, right? Anyway, the next villager I have on my temporary list is Static. Now, Static is a squirrel, a purple squirrel, and has like a lightning bolt on his head. And he gives me kind of like punky vibes. I don't know, just I think I can't remember what his personality is, but he gives me kind of punky vibes. I think his house was all right as well, so that's why I added him to the temporary list. The next one I have is Tasha. Why am I blanking on Tasha? I think Tasha is also a squirrel, actually, a blue squirrel. My memory is trying really hard. I think Tasha is a she as well. I think she's a blue squirrel. And I think she also had kind of punky vibes, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't fully remember. But I've done pretty well at remembering all of the other villages I've mentioned, right? And the next one I have on my list is Tiffany. I remember exactly which one she is. She's a rabbit, and she looks like she's a dancer at a club. And her house even looks a bit like a casino, I think. So maybe she's like a worker at a casino. Anyway, I like her vibe. It's an interesting vibe. I would be okay with having her temporarily. That's why she is on my list. All right, we've got our first climbing up island, so I might just check the beaches before I climb up and see who we've got, okay? Just see if we've got a Miyama stag or a DIY recipe. We've got a recipe. First recipe of the day. Let's see what it's going to be, right? It's from Robin. A palm tree lamp. I don't think I'll learn it. If it's going to look like a palm tree, I don't know, maybe to be, I don't know if we can use DIY recipe stuff when we're doing the hotel. But I would just prefer to learn the recipe and then never use it than not learn the recipe and find that I could actually use it in the hotel decorating, because that'd be great to decorate one of the rooms. I know the theme for a couple of the rooms, so it's fine. Anyway, now we are looking for a Miyama stag on any of the trees. That's the last thing we've got to look for aside from the villager on this island. I'm not seeing them any low down. Let's ascend then, my friends. Let's ascend. And let's find out who we've got on this island. Oh no, Sylvia! Our first double of the day. Well, I'm not going to go and say hello to Sylvia because I already have once today. I'm not doing it again. All right? I'm leaving. Anyway, the next villager, well, the last two villagers I have on the list have question marks. I'm just not sure if I would even want them temporarily. We've got Bruce, who is a goat, I'm pretty sure. His outfit looks kind of okay. It's not super alternative looking, and his house I don't believe was looking super alternative either, but he was one that I looked at and went, I guess I wouldn't be super mad, but there's a lot of other villagers that I would prefer to have over Bruce. And then the last one is Groucho, and look, I can't even honestly remember who Groucho is. Maybe Groucho is a bear, actually. A bear. I remember looking at a bear last night and going, yeah, okay, maybe. So maybe Groucho is a blue bear with a black jacket on, but I can't remember what Groucho's house looks like, okay? Maybe. I don't know if I'm even thinking about the right villager now. I have no idea, but that's all that I have on my list of villagers that I would be okay with having temporarily, okay? So hopefully we're going to find one of them or one of my dreamies. We've got lots of options today, this means. That's exciting. And with that being said, I do have some exciting news over on Sezurbia as well, because I used an Amiibo for the first time. I wanted to try it out because now that I've unboxed the Sanrio Amiibos through one of my Amiibo unboxings, I've got the Sanrio Amiibos, and there's like three Sanrio Amiibo characters that I wanted to have living on Sezurbia, my pastel island, right? So I started the process a few nights ago with Chai, and now Chai is moving into my island, Sezurbia, today. It's very exciting. So I got that all working, super excited. I loved the process. It meant that I got to evict one of the villagers that I've been trying to evict for ages, and she just would never leave. So I'm happy about that. I think that's a Miyama stag on that tree. I'm going to need to catch that. I'm going to do that before I talk to this villager who I already know I don't want on my island. I already know you're not one of the ones for me, right? I'm going to get my net out. We're going to approach super slowly so I don't scare it off, just because I would like to get the Nook miles for... Instead of the stealth button, I pressed the run button. My goodness, it's fine. I just needed to press the stealth button, that's all. Let's get it. That's a Miyama, right? Sure is. Fantastic. Oh, and that's that net gone as well. No worries. But yes, I'm super excited that I've got Chai moving in over on Sezurbia. I do want Chelsea, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. But the sheep one. It starts with E. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to have to look up how you pronounce her name, because I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to get it wrong, right? But I want her to move to the island as well. So I've got another 2 of those ones. And then I also just revised the dreamy list that I had for Sezurbia anyway, and found 2 new villages that I'm going to need to go hunting for, Marcy and Tutu, for the pastel islands. So this is Tabby, by the way. It's not my island, but it will be. I want to be a pop star, and all pop stars own islands. Wow. So you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. Fab. I love meeting new folks, aka new fans. Well, Tabby, sorry, but I'm not a fan of you. Just is the way that it is, right? I'm just going to see. We may potentially have more DIY recipes on islands, right? So I'm going to keep looking. Now that I don't need to look for the Miyama stag, what did we get in place? Oh, it was making a hot item. That's okay. All good. Stuff I don't need to worry about. So now I've just got to look for DIY recipes on the islands, right? All good. Ba 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 da da. Boo 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 boo. I'm ready to go home, thank you. I sure am. Thank you so ever so much. Very exciting. Okay, so we have also I'm going to go over some plans for the next episode and this episode with you. So this episode was originally going to be finishing up the fruit orchard in the veggie patch and doing the heart pond and maybe even getting started on the cemetery. That's what this episode was originally going to be until Huck decided he wanted to leave, and then this took over the plans, right? Next episode is going to be a night episode, so we're going to look at catching some new creatures because we do have some new creatures like I mentioned, and I need to catch some of the fish especially that can be caught in the rivers at nighttime. So next episode is going to be a night episode, and yeah, that's fine for next episode. It's also, you're probably not going to get a bonus Jonas episode next week. Episode's coming out on Saturday. We're probably not going to have another episode coming out between this episode and next episode, which will again be next Saturday. Sorry about it. I have just been feeling very overworked recently, and now that we are not playing the stock market, I don't need to check in every day for turnips twice a day every day anymore, right? So we can start looking at doing things a little bit differently now. I still probably will check in and just see if there's if Red's on the island and stuff, and I'll do here's what you missed on Sezurbia will still be happening, right? But you're just probably not going to get 2 episodes at the moment until I decide I'm ready to start doing the Happy Home Paradise DLC. This is T-Bone. Don't believe we've met. Name's T-Bone. Fancy meeting you here, wherever he is. I'm a mite fuzzy on that part, moocher. You're Sezrawrr, right? From Sezurbia? You're a long way from home, or at least I think you are. I sure am. Well, we all got our reasons for being where we are, I reckon. Just need to puzzle out mine. I think that you're a cranky villager. That's okay. I don't have anything against cranky villagers. I just don't want you, T-Bone. It's all good. Do we have a DIY recipe? The really good thing about villager hunting during the day is I don't have to worry about scorpions. I can just run around as I like. It's fabulous. So good. I am so ready to go home. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, I do want to start on the Happy Home Paradise DLC soon. I'm just not sure yet how ready I am. I need to chill. I need to relax for a minute and stop feeling a bit burnt out, right? I love the Animal Crossing stuff. It's just between getting these videos out, 2 videos of these out a week, and 2 videos on the main channel out a week, it's a lot. So I'm just going to relax on the 2 videos a week for a minute until I'm feeling not quite so burnt out, okay? I hope that you don't mind that. But that's just the way it's going to be, right? So maybe now I'm going to tell you about the new creatures that we have available as of February, right? Where did my creature list go? There it is. So, we do have some creatures that we need to catch by the end of February. We were free from this last month. We had none that we needed to catch by the end of January, but we do have 2 creatures we need to catch by the end of February, and they are the giant snakehead, which is a fish that can be found in a pond after it's between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's a large shadow. And we also need to catch the giraffe stag, which is available from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on palm trees. So with the night episode that we're going to be having next episode, that is my goal, to catch the giraffe stag. It's the last of the stags that I need to catch. Yes, because the rest of the bugs that we have available now are not stags. So it's the last stag I need to catch. I have to catch it by the end of February. We've got Harry, the hippo. Came here on a whim, but this island doesn't seem half bad, beach bum. Hang on, you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. Yeah, I sure am. Had no idea this was some kind of trendy destination, but it's called We Hobnobbing with you here. No worries, Harry. Bye. It's all good. All right. We have 0 DIY recipe on this island. That's okay. Let's head on out then. Okie dokie. So, as for bugs that don't have to be caught by the end of February, just that are available now to catch, we've got 3. We've got the migratory locust. Sorry, let me just bring my list over here, actually, so I can see and I don't have to look off to the side like I was. We have the migratory locust, which is available from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have the rice grasshopper, which is also available from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the walker cicada, which is available from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So there's only one bug that we can catch at night, and that is the giraffe stag, right? That we need to catch at night, I should say. That is the giraffe stag. So then we've still got a lot of fish on our fish list, and we've got a couple more now that we're in February. It's fine. I'll get to that in a second. Let me just make sure that we are flying to the right place. Use my Nook Miles ticket. Okay, so we've got the Neon Tetra. We've had this one available for a little while. It's available from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You get it in the river and it is tiny. We've got the Giant Trevally, which is available all day from the pier. It's very large. We've got the Piranha, that it can be found in the river from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. or from 4 p.m. till 9 a.m. That's not correct. I need to check on that. Anyway, and it is a small shadow, okay? We've got the Dorado, which can be found in the river from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's very large. We've got the one that I can't pronounce, the saddled Bichir, B-I-C-H-I-R, found in the river from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. large. So I need to catch that fish in next episode as well, the night episode. I need to catch the giraffe stag and that fish because it's available after 9 p.m. and I'm not playing at 9 p.m. super often, right? So that's the goal for next episode, is to catch those 2 things. We have Hornsby here. Ah, there's someone on this island. I know. Oh, you're here visiting too? I sure am. Hey, I'm Hornsby. You're sezrawrr from Sezurbia? Neat. I am indeed. I didn't expect to make a friend here. This island is so cool, schnozzle. Well, sorry, but you're not making a friend here because I'm leaving. I'm just going to check to see if we've got any recipes. We probably don't. I don't know how often recipes spawn on the DIY islands, so I don't know. I'm just always going to check. But because we got one recently, it might not be a while until another one... It might be a while, sorry, until another one shows up. We don't have any on this island. It's fine. Let's head on out. All right, let's just see. Who is the next one? The gar is the next fish that's available. You get that in the pond from 4 p.m. till 9 a.m. So I would also like to catch that one just because it's a night fish. So I'm going to make a separate list of all the creatures that I want to catch next episode, right? So it's a very large in the pond. Next, we've got the pop-eyed goldfish. It's found in the pond. It's tiny, can be found from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then we've got the ranchu goldfish, which can also be found in the pond. It's small and can be found from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let me just get this part sorted so I know I'm going to the right place. Thank you. The Nook Miles ticket is exactly where I want to go. Thank you. Beautiful. So then we've got the coelacanth that can be found on rainy days in the ocean, and it is a huge shadow. We've got the new ones. These are the new creatures that we've got as of February, right? We've got a moray eel, which can be found all day in the ocean, and it's going to have like the eel wiggly, wavy shadow. We've got a ray that can be found in the sea from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's very large. And then we've got a soft-shelled turtle, which can be found in the river from 4 p.m. till 9 a.m. So I would also like to catch that one next episode as well. So then sea creatures, we've got one sea creature that is new to catch for the month of February. We've only got 4 sea creatures total left to catch before we finish the sea creature Critterpedia. That's very exciting. I'll tell you about that sea creature in a second. This is interesting. We've got Rhonda the Rhino. Now, I was debating Rhonda. Rhonda was one of those ones that I was debating because she looks kind of my vibe, right? Like, let's have a chat to her. I'll show you what she looks like. There she is. She's wearing, like, the Lolita dress. Muffy is also wearing the Lolita dress. Muffy is one of my dreamies. She's also wearing the Lolita dress. So Rhonda also gives me kind of, like, gothic kind of vibes. Her house is not gothic, though. That was a letdown. That's why Rhonda is not on my dreamy list or even my temporary list. I ummed and ahed over it. I decided no for Rhonda. I think I flew past Sezurbia once. It looked pretty from the air. Well, it's getting there. Thank you, Rhonda. I'm going to say no because we are still quite early on in this villager hunt. We still have 39 tickets left. We've only been to 11 islands. So I'm going to say no to Rhonda. And I'm probably going to regret it, right? Anyway, it's fine. You watch. I'm just not going to be able to find anyone else that's on my even temporary list, okay? I just have a feeling that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to be like, why didn't I take Rhonda? It's totally fine. We can get out of here on this island, though. It's all good. Let's get out of here. I'm ready to go home. Beautiful. So this new sea creature that we've got is the flatworm. It's available to be caught from 4 p.m. till 9 a.m. It's tiny and very slow. So I don't even need to go on a chase for it. So I would also like to catch that next episode. So there's a few creatures that I would like to catch next episode. So we've got one sea creature. We've got 3 bugs available now, but we've got 4 bugs, sorry, available now. One that has to be caught by the end of February. And then we've got, hold on, let me just set up the next trip, right? I want to fly. Roger, indeed. Yes, I want to go to visit I want to use my Nook Miles ticket. That's what I want to do. Beautiful. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 13 fish that need to be caught, that can be caught right now. One of them has to be caught by the end of February, okay? So I have to reduce that fish list, right? Fish list is kind of sounds like wish list, but I wish list that my fish list would go down a little bit, right? So that's all the creatures. The other thing I wanted to update you on is birthdays. When do we have our next villager birthday? Well, I mean, it depends on who we get today, but as it stands, our next villager birthday is actually barreled. It's on the 2nd of March, okay? So that's the next villager birthday, but when is the next birthday in Animal Crossing? It's gonna be mine at this stage, actually, because my birthday is next week. So in the next episode, we're going to have my birthday be celebrated. That's probably going to be a part of the Here's What You Missed on Sezurbia. I'll have to come on especially to have my birthday. Thank you so much in advance for the birthday wishes. We've got Clay here, by the way. Cool. So you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia? Man, that's real cool. Let's have some fun while we're here together. Thump, no thanks. Sorry, Clay. You're just not my vibe. All right, no. And then let's check over here. No so far, no so far. One more beach to check. Ooh, DIY recipe. Fabulous. What have we got for this one? It's from Rocco. No worries, Rocco. To whoever's into strange bottles. What did you give me, Rocco? A Dharma. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to learn it and we'll check out what it is. Also, you get Nook Miles achievements for learning DIY recipes, right? So what is a Dharma? Oh, okay, no worries. That's fine. I don't even have the mini Dharma recipe, which you need, I guess, to be able to make that. So it's fine. I'll probably never be able to make one of them. It's all good. I am ready to go home, thank you. I sure am. Let's go. So yeah, depending on who we get today, my birthday will probably be the next birthday anyway, but depending on who we get today, the next birthday would then be barreled on the 2nd of March, okay? If we'd had Savannah stay a little bit longer, we would have had Savannah. I'm pretty sure her birthday was like the 24th or the 26th of January, so we would have had her if Savannah had wanted to stay a little longer, but she didn't, and that's okay. Use a Nook Miles ticket, thank you so much. I do. Time for takeoff. Thank you ever so much for that. Beautiful. What would dodos do? Indeed, my friends. So I think that's all that I had to update you on with like the dreamies and stuff. Interesting. And the bugs that we have available to catch as well. That's so good. I do have, who do we have here? A penguin, right? Which penguin are you? Oh, you got creepy eyes. Hopper. Wasn't expecting to run into, well, much of anyone out here, wherever he is exactly. Anyway, I'm Hopper. And you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia? Wasn't expecting a meet and greet in this tour, but then again, I ain't sure what I expected to find here. No worries. Bye, Hopper. Hopper, it's just reminded me of Stranger Things, you guys. Last time we went villager hunting, I talked about how I hadn't seen all of Stranger Things. Well, now I have. And now I can talk about it. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, spoilers. Also, what are you doing? Please watch Stranger Things. It's a fantastic show. But last time I was talking to you about Stranger Things, I was like devastated that Dustin and Steve were like not friendly. And I was saying, like, guys, just get your act together, talk your stuff out, and get through it and get over it. And then we had the beautiful moment of like Dustin and Steve in the stairwell at the lab in the Upside Down trying to find Nancy and Jonathan, and like Steve was gonna do a dumb thing and like try to climb up over the stairs, and Dustin is like no, and like bursts into tears and like I can't lose another friend, and I'm just like, this is what I've been waiting for. I needed that to happen. I cried. It made me cry, that bit. Because I love Steve and Dustin so much. As their own characters, I love them so much. But I love their friendship as well. Their dynamic is my favorite on the entire show. I love them. So to have had them be at odds for so much of this season was just really, like, devastating to me. And it just was like the moment of Steve realizing, oh my god, I have not been the friend that you have needed through your grief. Where have I been? I've been off chasing Nancy, even though Nancy is not the right one for me. And honestly, I'm glad that things worked out with Nancy the way they did in the end. I feel like that was the best solution. But Steve realizing, I'm really sorry I haven't been the friend that you needed, and also him admitting that he was jealous of Eddie and Dustin's friendship to begin with, that was a huge moment for Steve. Bree, I confess, I thought I might never run into anyone else here. I was starting to feel like a castaway on a deserted island, cheeseball. Then there you were, what a relief. Anywho, I'm Bree. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sezrawrr. So you're visiting all the way from Sezurbia, are you? Lovely. Well, I do hope this island lives up to our expectations. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Bree. No worries, Bree. I think I was debating on Bree for a second, because I liked her dress. Her house is very green, though, from memory, so that's why I decided not to go with it. Like a light green as well. Not super my vibe. Alright, do we have any DIY recipes? Probably not. Because I've only found one recently. No, we don't. That's okay. So yes, happy that that happened for Steve. But also Dustin finally... He's been through so much, right? Like, not even just with Eddie, like the fallout of Eddie, like being friends with Eddie and being outcast because he was friends with Eddie to begin with. And then Eddie dies and Dustin is like, Dustin was there. He witnessed Eddie's death. Awful, right? Absolutely awful. And to have to bear that on your own is awful, right? But then at the end of season 4, you have Dustin going to talk to Eddie's uncle and being like, I know the truth of who Eddie was. Like, the town had outcast Eddie completely, and Dustin going to Eddie's uncle and saying, I know who Eddie really was, and like giving his uncle his dog tags. That was special, right? So going through all of that, and then going through the trauma, and then trying to have the spirit of Eddie live on through Hellfire, and going and being outcast for that, and then being like targeted by the jocks. That's awful again. Like, Dustin had been through it, but it's like he had been trying to be strong for so long that he couldn't let himself be vulnerable like that, and he needed to just get it out, what he was feeling. He'd been holding on to it. He just needed to get it out. This is Renee. Renee the Rhino. Now, this is interesting because on the same vein as Rhonda, I thought about Renee. I had Renee on Sezurbia very briefly, so I know what her house is like. It's got like leopard print flooring. She's not my vibe, I've decided, so she's not even on a temporary list. Gotta say, I had no idea what I was going to get on this trip, but changing up the pace is its own reward, right? Anyway, this little place is so calm. Really lets me get my head straight. Exactly what I needed, yo, yo, yo. Alright, that's enough out of me. You take care and I'll get back to staring that gorgeous horizon. Sounds good. Like, she didn't even sound like she wanted to come and live on Sezurbia, so I'm fine with that. That's all good. Yeah, Dustin just needed that vulnerability, and I'm so glad that they worked it out. They had that moment of getting their stuff out, getting their sadness, getting their anger all voiced out, and getting back to the Dustin and Steve that we know and love. Also, I have to say, the whole crew would be absolutely lost without Dustin. And I'm just not talking about season 5. I'm talking about from the start. Dustin is the brains of the whole thing, right? Without Dustin, they would have had no idea about so much stuff. So many plans would not have been able to come to fruition without Dustin and his amazing brain. This is why I love Dustin. He's badass with his brain, right? So then there's the Nancy and Jonathan stuff. Like, I can't remember if that stuff had happened when I spoke to you last or not. But I was scared for a hot minute. For a hot minute, I was scared that it was going to be an actual proposal. Thank God it wasn't. The right decision was for them to break up. I mean, we saw it from season 4. They needed to break up from then, and you're just like dragging something out that's it's inevitable. Their breakup was inevitable. They truly, I never truly liked the joining of Jonathan and Nancy. I mean, as like a group doing badass stuff together, yes, but as a relationship, no. I mean, was the tension there at the beginning? Yes, but they truly just kind of felt like they were trauma bonded to me. And again, trauma bonding is one of those things, it's inevitable. It's not a healthy relationship. It's not a relationship that I think is supposed to work out in the long run, because you're bonded over your trauma. You're bonded over awful things. Like, that's not going to be any kind of healthy for your relationship. So that's the way that Nancy and Jonathan always felt to me. So I'm kind of glad that they ended up not together. Jonathan just needs to go and do his own thing, and he now is doing his own thing, right, in his movie, right? Ooh, okay, it's an interesting choice. We've got Anka. Well, there's a fresh face. Are you visiting from another island as well? I don't think I've ever seen Anka while villager hunting before. Maybe once, but she's an uncommon one for me to have villager hunting. I don't want her for my island. It's just, I know that there are probably lots of other people that would, because I know about internet things. Well, there's a fresh face. Are you visiting from another island as well? Of course you are. Well, my friends call me Anka. And you are? Sezrawrr, all the way from Sezurbia even. Isn't that fascinating? Well, we may only be here a short time, but I do hope we get to know each other better. We won't. You don't know about this. You don't know this about me yet, but I'm always down to dish, darling. Right, you're a snooty villager. I didn't know that about you, Anka. Anyway, her house is like the pyramids on the inside. And there's lots of gold and stuff. Like, it makes sense. She's very on brand, right? But she's not my vibe. Okay, not my vibe at all. We've got a DIY recipe. How very nice. What do we have in this one? From Eric, the smart guy. A wooden chest. Okay. Let's learn it. Oh, I already know the recipe. Fine, let's not learn it. Oh, good. Let's go then. But yes, I'm happy that that stuff played out with Jonathan and Nancy the way that it did. Also, are we getting the vibe that perhaps Nancy was exploring college at the end when they were talking about stuff? It kind of gave, I don't know if I'm reading into this wrong. It just kind of gave me the vibe that maybe Nancy was exploring options, exploring her sexuality maybe. I love that for Nancy. Also, Nancy's hair in season 5. I mean, Nancy's hair's always been a vibe, but in season 5, I was obsessed. Nancy's hair looked amazing. I loved it. It was a great wig, right? So the other things about season 5, aside from them, I mean, feel like I should talk about the ending, like the ending that Mike said was the ending. Look, I'm gonna let Mike believe what he likes, but I was 100% expecting that Al would need to die. I was expecting that as a part of the story. I was expecting that. Did I cry? Yes. But I was expecting that to need to be the way things were, because Al kind of started it. It would make sense that Al needed to finish it as well. So I kind of feel like, this is just me, feel free to voice your opinions if you're also a Stranger Things fan in the comments down below, but I kind of feel like the Duffer Brothers knew that they wanted Al to die at the closing of the portals, right? The closing of the gates. I kind of feel like they knew that that's what they wanted for Al, but I feel like they thought people would be mad about that. So they then concocted this story with Mike saying the true ending, with Mike being a writer and stuff, the true ending. I kind of feel like they concocted that to keep people happy, because then it's like you can choose what you want to believe. And I like that they did that. That's like you can choose what you want to believe. Buck here we have on the island, by the way, for survival training. Sezrawrr, and from Sezurbia. Alright, it's cool to meet you. Well, I'm going to get back to surviving. Let me know if you need help lifting a tree or something, partner. He doesn't even seem like he wants to live on Sezurbia anyway. Let's go then. So what do I believe then? Because I like that they made it to the point where it's like you choose which of these endings you want to believe. I don't see why people thought that the story was open-ended, by the way. Like, even if you choose to believe that Al was just in a random small town in, like, Scandinavia, right? That's the vibe that it was kind of giving me. Even if you believe that, that is a closed ending to me. That did not feel like an open ending to me at all. So I don't know why people thought there was going to be like a secret episode there was no more that could be told. I thought that they wrapped up this everything in a bow. I was really happy with how they ended it. We got so much of the ending, right? So I choose to believe that Al did die with the closing of the gates. That's how I feel the story should have ended. And of course, that would then be really sad for Hopper, who lost his daughter. But Hopper believes he has lost his second daughter anyway, right? And it's sad for Mike, who lost his first love. That's really sad, right? It's sad for Will and Jonathan, who lost their sister, right? But that doesn't change the fact that even with Al being alive and living in Scandinavia, wherever, in this small town, that they lost her anyway. It doesn't change those facts that they lost her. It's just about whether people are going to be angry about Al dying or are going to be happy with Al living. That's what I feel the ending was, really. I'm happy with it. I liked it. I liked having the choice. I just believe that the true ending should be that Al died. It just makes sense story-wise. But I do love the loophole they came up with about Carly projecting the image of Al getting swept away in the midst. That was clever. That was clever. On that note, Carly, I also think was, or Callie, sorry, Callie. We would pronounce it as Carly. Callie. She was kind of necessary in that part of the story then, because like I would have found it really weird if they didn't have her in season 5 at all. I mean, to have her in literally one episode in season 2 and then never again would be really odd, right? We've got Snooty here. I confess I thought I might never run into anyone else here. I was starting to feel like a castaway on a deserted island, Sniff. Then there you were. What a relief. Anywho, I'm Snooty. It's a pleasure to meet you, sezrawrr. So you're visiting all the way from Sezurbia, are you? Lovely. Well, I do hope this island lives up to our expectations. I suppose there's only one way to find out. There is. I can hear... it must be this bug. That must be the migratory locust, I reckon. Making lots of noise in my ear. Do I catch that? They're pretty common. I'll be able to catch them on my island. No worries. It's fine. Oh, I'm thinking about going back and getting that shark, though. But I've got my headphones on. I'm not sure I would be able to get it. I just don't know how many fish that I've got for CJ. And the sharks always sell well. So if I can catch this shark, I'll catch it. If not, I'm not going to be super lost about it, because it's not like it's one that I need to catch for Critterpedia, right? I was going to say, that'd be a weird casting. Sorry, let me try and recast over here. The freaking input lag, I swear. I should have kept my eyes open for it. Anyway, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not devastated about it. What was I saying? Yeah, I understand where Carly, is it Carly or Callie? I can't remember now, actually. Sorry. I understand where she was coming from about needing to kill Henry. 100%. Absolutely. That's the goal, right? But if it's one thing that has been shown throughout the whole series is that, yes, Al is amazing. Her power is incredible. But she still can't do it on her own. She's always needed her family, her people around her to help her. And I think Carly was expecting too much. Even with what they tried to do, I mean, I feel like that was a good plan, but I feel like they thought it was going to be easier than it was to try and kill Henry, right? Anyway. I do have to say, the absolute badass that is Karen Wheeler. Oh my god. Amazing. I get goosebumps. When I think about, firstly, the fact that, I mean, she went through what she went through and that was awful. But the badass that is Karen Wheeler, to then go through all that trauma, she is still very injured in the hospital, to come up with the explosives in the dryer. Karen Wheeler! Badass. She's one of the MVPs of the season for me, just for that moment alone. Because there is no way that Dustin, who was it? I can't even remember. It was Robin, Lucas, and Max. There is no way that they would have been able to get out of that situation if it weren't for what Karen Wheeler did. MVP for that moment. Amazing, right? Amazing. Also, Holly. Holly Wheeler, also MVP. Once she came into her own, yeah, she was a great character. Who do we have here? We've got Pierce. Hey there, awesome to meet you. My name's Pierce. What about you? Where are you from? Sezrawrr, eh? And you're from Sezurbia? Cool name from a strong sounding place. So, have you ever gone on a solo kayak tour that suddenly turned into a super exciting survival tour? No. Because I have, and it's so much fun out here, Hawkeye. Bye, Pierce. It's not you, it is 100% me. All good. So, other things that I could mention. I loved that we got to have the one final D&D campaign. I thought that was a really nice way to end it. And then them putting all of their binders away. That was sad. But then Holly coming down with all of her friends, and it's like introducing a new generation to D&D. It's like it started with D&D, it ends with D&D. That was very sweet. But I also... What else? There was something else that I wanted to say. I wanted to say something about... Oh, Erica also coming through. Also, Mr. Clark finally getting his involvement right. He finally knew what the hell was going on and getting his involvement. That was really cool as well. I'm glad that they did that for Mr. Clark. He finally wasn't left in the dark. I loved that. As for Hopper... I understand, like, PTSD is a thing, right? And I understand that he was really in it with his feelings with Sarah. His grief for Sarah really played a big part in his character this season. And I get that Al was upset about the bomb vest. I 100% get that. I was also upset about the bomb vest. But if it was Henry in there... and there was the opportunity, Hopper should have taken it. It wasn't Henry in there. I knew it wasn't going to be Henry in the lab, right? We knew that. We discussed that last time I spoke about it, right? But I knew it wasn't going to be Henry, so I knew that there was no need for it. But I understand why Al was upset. That it's like going and making plans that were not talked about, just doing what you want. Well, Al also did that a few times, right? So they're just as bad as each other, Hopper and Al. But, yeah, I didn't even look at who that was. I didn't even look at the name of this character because I just knew straight away, no. My judgmental pants are on right now. They sure are. I'm so sorry. It's not you. It is 100% me. Well, it kind of is you, but in like the most superficial way it's you. And in the most awful way, it is me, okay? Bamboo Island. I don't need any more bamboo shoots, I don't think, because now that Daisy May's gone back to sending us bamboo shoots. So let's get on out of here. Yeah, aside from that, I loved the ending. The only thing that I think people were upset about the fight, the final fight between Vecna and the Mind Flayer, right? People were upset about that and how short it was and how early on in the episode it was. I'm not, because I knew, I'm sitting there going, they have so much they're gonna need to wrap up. And it kind of felt like a similar vibe to the season 3 finale and maybe even the season 4 finale, where we get a lot of the action out early and then it's the fallout. We see the fallout of what happens. Like, Hopper in the season 3 finale, Hopper disappeared halfway through that episode. And then we had the fallout of having it be revealed to Jane, having the buyers moving away. We had all of that happen for the last half of that episode. And this kind of felt like a similar vibe. We had the action that happened, the big stuff that needed to happen, the tying up of that, and then it was the fallout. We had the fallout because when Vecna died, when Henry died, we still had all the military stuff to deal with. The military was such a pain in the backside. It was so annoying. I hated that whole part of the story. It's just like, anyway, typical military, right? Or typical military in TV, right? That have no idea what they're really talking about. It's fine. But I knew that they still had that to wrap up. They still had, like, the gates being closed to wrap up. They still had, every character needed to have the ending of their story be shared. So I knew that they had so much to wrap up. We needed to see the fallout. We needed to see the town coming back to normal after all of this, right? So I wasn't mad that it happened when it did. I wasn't even mad about the length of the fight. We saw everyone being a vital piece of having that play out the way that it did. And it just, again, it shows that it can't be Elle on her own. It can't be. It could never be Elle on her own. She always needed her group, her team of people to help her, right? Her family. And everyone being that vital part in the fight. I wasn't mad about it at all. We've got Harry the Hippo again. I'm leaving. I'm just going to check if we've got a DIY recipe and then I'm leaving. So yeah, I'm not sure. I was concerned because I was a little bit later in watching that, oh, a DIY recipe, by the way, timber door plate. Let's see what that is, I suppose. I was concerned when I was reading online that lots of people were upset. They thought that it was open-ended and they were upset with the fight and they were just unhappy with how it ended. And I was really concerned. But to me, it ended perfectly. It ended the way that I was hoping and then more. Also, learning DIY recipes. I mentioned that we get Nook Miles achievements for learning DIY recipes. We just have the last one for learning DIY recipes. We have learned 200 DIY recipes. That's fantastic. Yeah, do love to see that. Also, what does the timber door plate look like? It's going to be like one of those welcome door things, I reckon. Welcome things on the door. Yeah, okay, no worries. It's not my vibe, but that's okay. So now we've got the DIY recipe. I can just leave this island because I know I don't want to talk to Harry, right? All right. Yeah, so I was really happy. And I saw people saying that the writing was bad. I don't even think the writing was bad. People were like, Will's coming out scene was really cliche. Well, hello, we are talking about the 80s here, where you could not be any kind of LGBT, right? That was not accepted. And it was a big moment. It was the same with Robin. When we found out about Robin, right? It's the exact same as that. That was a beautiful moment. And I thought this with Will was a beautiful moment. It's one of those things, if you have never had to experience it, and I've never had to experience it, but you have no idea. I can't fathom what it is like being absolutely terrified because society doesn't accept that you are who you are. I can't imagine what that's like. I can't imagine being terrified that the people I love and hold dearest to me would be mad, would be angry at me being myself. I can't imagine what that is like. So I thought that that was a really beautiful moment for Will. I thought it was beautiful and I did think it was necessary, right? I don't think the writing was cheesy. I just thought that it was a teenager coming to terms with who he is as a person and sharing that in a way that he thought was necessary. I thought that that was a really nice moment for Will. With that being said, I think that's all I'm going to say about Stranger Things. I mean, I loved the ending of having Robin, Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan coming together saying that they're going to meet up at Robin's uncle's house once a year. I love that because, yeah, they do have a trauma bond. But Steve and Robin's friendship, I feel, surpasses the trauma bond, right? Like, I feel like they would have been friends regardless. I thought I saw a waggly tail there of a shark. I'm not going to catch it. I give up on trying to catch the fish. It's fine. I do see we have Nana, the monkey, is the villager on this one. Which Nana, I made a little temporary list for, because I'm still going to be doing some villager hunting on Sezurbia as well. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that, by the way. If I need to go villager hunting on Sezurbia for my pastel island, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that on this channel. But I have Nana on a temporary list for, I think it's on a temporary list for Sezurbia. Oh no, I don't have Nana on the list. I thought I did. Anyway, I made a small temporary villages I would be okay with having list for Sezurbia as well. There's only 4. Because I'm very established over on Sezurbia. But Nana says, well, hello there. My name's Nana. You're sezrawrr. Wait, you came here all the way from Sezurbia? I sure did. You're definitely more well-traveled than me. I'm trying to fix that by touring new places like this island. Mom always says there's magic in chance encounters, so I'm glad we ran into each other like this. Very good. Now, we have 28 tickets left. We are nearly halfway through the tickets that I had, and there's only one villager that I've seen so far that I would even consider, and that was Rhonda. I knew we were going to be in for a long one, but with that being said, I'm going to need to take a quick little break soon. You won't notice anything. It's just going to cut to when I come back. It's just that I haven't eaten today yet, and I am getting very hungry, so I'm going to need to take a break to have some lunch soon. So yeah, there might be some awkward cuts. It's just going to be because I will be either cooking my lunch or eating my lunch, right? and then I will come back and we'll get back onto the villager hunt. I'm gonna get a couple more islands done. We'll get down to 25 tickets and then maybe I'll take a break for lunch, okay? I want to fly. Yes. I want to use my Nook Miles ticket. Thank you. Time for takeoff. Let's do that. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to count really quickly. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 dreamies. And then, what, 15 did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 15 villages that I would be okay with having. So that means I've got 22 potential villages that I would love to see. And I haven't seen any of them yet. It's okay. It's all good. Axel, wilderness training is just the best, isn't it? I'm Axel. What's your name? Sezrawrr, huh? Great to meet you, Sezrawrr. You're not from Sezurbia, are you? You are. I didn't know it was real. I heard the best abs on the planet come from there. Wonk. Okay. Bye. Oh, goodness gracious. Any DIY recipes on this island? Ooh, I gotta go around the waterfall. Ooh, I've gotta jump over the pond. The river, sorry. Come on. Thank you. Okay, no DIY recipes on this one. Okay, let's do 2 more islands and then I might take a quick break and come back after my lunch. Like I said, you won't notice anything. It's just gonna go from this to when I come back, right? It's all good. This is why I needed to clear my schedule for the morning so that I could just have plenty of time to go villager hunting. And I've still got Nook Miles. If I need to make more Nook Miles tickets, I can, right? I can. All right, let's go to another one. I want to fly. Thank you. I want to use my Nook Miles ticket. That's exactly what I want to do. Thank you. Yes, let's go. Thank you ever so much, Orville. As always, a pleasure. Thank you so much. Cool beans. Thank you. All right, who do we have on this one? Okay, we've got a different cow. It's okay. Got Coach. Are you here for survival training too? My name's Coach. What's yours? I'm not here for survival training at all. Sezrawrr, I'm from Sezurbia. All right, it's cool to meet you. Well, I'm going to get back to surviving. Let me know if you need help lifting a tree or something, Stubble. That's okay. I'm sure that I will not, actually. I'm quite capable of doing that myself after I've eaten some fruit. Let's see if we've got the DIY recipe, I should say. Boo-boo-doo-boo-boo-boo-doo. All right, let's go Bell Bottom Bossa Nova. Let's go. We've got a KK Bossa, the song KK Bossa. I think we've already got it as well. I like it. It's the one that reminds me of elevator music. I like that one. I remember. It's all good. All right. Well, how many tickets do we have? We're at 26. We are at 26. Let's do one more island and then I might have a quick break for my lunch. Use a Nook Miles ticket. Thank you. Yes, time for takeoff. Indeed, my friend, indeed. All right. Who do we have on the last island before I go for my break? Ooh, it's a koala. Is it Melba? No, it's not Melba. I don't know. Alice. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone on this tour. I'm Alice. And you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. I'm glad you stopped to talk to me. One thing I love about traveling is the chance to make new friends. That's so cute, but Alice, you're not my vibe, really. Sorry about it. It looked like something fell from a tree there for a second, but I think it was the tiger beetle on the ground bouncing. It just scared me. I was like, what is that? Anyway, do we have a DIY recipe on this one? Yes, we do. One more before I have a break. Let's take a look and see what it is. From Captain Cube Tea Craft. That's Cube. I remember looking at Cube last night. A music stand. Do I already know this recipe? I do. Okay, that's fine. Let's go home then. All right, and with that being said, as we are about to go home, my friends, I'm going to go and take a quick break, have my lunch, get my tummy feeling nice and full, and I will be right back with you to continue on this villager hunt. Don't go anywhere. We've still got 25 more tickets at least to go, right?
A little while later.
All right, you guys, I am back and ready to continue on this hunt, right? Let's get on to it. 25 more tickets. Like I said, I can make more if I need to make more. Hoping I won't need to make more, though. Let's use a Nook Miles ticket, all right? Thank you. Yes, time for takeoff. Cool. So far we've seen two of the villagers, twice. We've seen Sylvia twice, we've seen Harry twice. I'm hoping we don't have any more duplicates, right? I'm really hoping that we can see some people that I want to see very soon. Would be super nice. Let's see who's at island number 26 for us, though. Okay. Alright, we're on Bamboo Island. That's okay. Let's see. Who have we got on Bamboo Island? Oh, another anteater. Is this Annalisa? It is Annalisa. Well, hello there. My name's Annalisa. You're Sezrawrr? Wait, you came here all the way from Sezurbia? You're definitely more well-traveled than me. I'm trying to fix that by touring new places like this island. Mom always says there's magic in chance encounters, so I'm glad we ran into each other like this. Well, sorry, Annalisa. I just don't like the anteaters. That could be a moray eel. Look, I'm not up for fishing today. We're not fishing. Well, not yet anyway. I'm hoping that maybe we'll get a chance to. That would be nice to get a chance to. But we're just going to have to wait and see, my friends. Because at this point, I think we're about 2 hours into this episode. I'm not sure yet. So I've got 24 more tickets. I have a feeling we're just not going to get to anything else today. I have a feeling it's just going to be the villager hunting, which is totally okay. That's absolutely fine, right? So fine. So, for I guess a little bit of a life update. I mean, it's my birthday next week, and it's weird. I don't feel like I'm as old as I am. It's weird. And I've spoken to multiple people recently that, like, I don't know super well. And it's like, they're asking how old I am, and I tell them how old I am. They're like, no way, I thought you were way younger than that. So that's nice. That's fabulous for me. But it's a bit funny. So yeah, my birthday is next Thursday on the 12th of February. Thank you. Again, in advance for your birthday wishes. I have no real plans for my birthday. I mean, I'm working in the morning, so that's the only plan I've got for my birthday. Oh, we got another kangaroo. Yeah, but then on the Sunday after my birthday, on the 15th, Kit, we've got this kangaroo. Hold on. Well, I thought I'd be the only one on this tour. I'm Kit. You're Sezrawrr. Did you really come here all the way from Sezurbia? Sure did. I think I flew past Sezurbia once. It looked pretty from the air. Fabulous. Anyway, I'm going to see a musical on the 15th. I'm a bit of a theatre girly. I kind of don't want to say what I'm going to see. I mean, I don't think any of you would be like, I'm going to this location to meet you. I don't think that would be a thing. I think I would just rather wait until after I've seen it to talk about it. But I'm a theatre girly. I love theatre. It started when I was in high school. I've talked about this a little bit before, but when I was in high school, I took drama class all throughout high school. And in my senior year of high school, we put on a production of Rent, which amazing. Top 5 of my favorite musicals, most definitely. And it was very censored because Rent back then was controversial. It's definitely more accepted now, but for a high school, a group of underage students, it was quite a controversial show to do. So there were some things that have to be censored. Like there's one whole song that was not in the show. That song, for any Rent knowers, was Contact. We could not do Contact, and look, fair, absolutely fair. But even down to the point where there's a lot of characters that are not just straight. We have some, we have gay characters, we even have lesbian characters, we have bisexual characters in Rent, and my character, Joanne, was a lesbian, and we were not allowed to portray, like we weren't allowed to kiss. We weren't allowed to even kiss on the cheek. Like we were allowed to hug. And we were allowed to hold hands. That was all that we could do. Hey there, awesome to meet you. My name's Leonardo. What about you? Where are you from? Sezrawrr, eh? And you're from Sezurbia? Cool name from a strong sounding place. So, have you ever gone on a solo kayak tour that suddenly turned into a super exciting survival tour? I'm getting tired of starting to see like all the same messages again. It's kind of getting a bit tiring for me. Anyway, it's fine. Do we have any DIY recipes? Do we have any DIY recipes? So back to Rent. I haven't seen a big theatre company do Rent. Like not a proper, like, go into the big theatres in the city to see a big theatre company doing Rent, right? I've only seen a small company do Rent, and it was at the time that we were actually putting Rent on ourselves. So that was a long time ago. But aside from that, going to the theatre, I have seen Love Never Dies, which is the sequel to The Phantom of the Opera. I've seen that twice in theatre, in like the big theatre, like Andrew Lloyd Webber himself overseeing it. Because I'm pretty sure we were the Australian cast was the first cast to do Love Never Dies. And when you buy like the soundtrack for it, it's the Australian cast doing the soundtrack. And it was fabulous. I liked The Phantom of the Opera. I don't love it though. It's not my favorite, but I loved Love Never Dies. It is a great story, start to finish. The soundtrack, the songs are amazing, and it was so well cast as well. And I just had like such a sense of pride that it was like our cast was used in like the DVD that you like the movie of it that you could buy everywhere. It was our cast, and the soundtrack, it was our cast, and it was so well cast. Brilliant. So I've seen that live twice or 3 times. No, I saw it live twice, but I also bought the movie, and my friend and I watched the movie another couple times. That's what it is. But I got to see it live twice. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that was like, it wasn't the first. No, it wasn't the first official one I saw live. The first official big theatre troupe that I saw live do a show was for Hairspray, actually. It was for my 18th birthday. Got tickets to see Hairspray. And I knew Hairspray from the movie with Zac Efron. And it was really cool. Again, it's an all Australian cast, right? Because we're in Australia. But it was just like the stage was amazing. And like the setup that they had for it, all of the sets. Oh my God, meringue! I know and love meringue because I have meringue over on Seztopia. She's one of my dreamies that I have over on Seztopia. Like, I actually have her. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone on this tour. I'm meringue. And you're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. You should know the name Sezrawrr because the Sezrawrr on Seztopia is also named Sezrawrr, right? I'm glad you stopped to talk to me. One thing I love about traveling is the chance to make new friends. You're so sweet, meringue. She is a cutie pie and I love her house as well. But obviously she's not my vibe. But it's just nice to see someone that I know. She's the first of the villagers that I like know really well that we've seen today. That's really nice. Yes, I got to see Hairspray and it was so good. It was really, really good. There's just something about seeing like the cast do it live versus seeing it in a movie. It's just a completely you're in the atmosphere of the show, and it's why I love theater. It's so immersive, so much more immersive than the movies for me. Like, I love all of the movie versions. Like, I love the movie version of Hairspray and the movie version of the Phantom of the Opera, and then the movie version of Love Never Dies is just like the stage show, but filmed from like close-up perspective. So I don't know, it's not like a traditional movie version of a musical, right? Anyway, totally fine. So Hairspray was the first one I saw live. Then it was Love Never Dies. I saw that twice. And then actually it was only very recently, not last year, but the year before, I saw Wicked for the first time. I've been wanting to see Wicked for, oh my God, so long. I've read the book. So I was like, I loved the story in the book. And I was dying to see it live because I had some friends that had seen it live and they were like, it is the best. It is so good. And so my sister and I finally got to see Wicked live, and it was just truly incredible. The cast was amazing. Story, amazing. Set, amazing. Top notch. Absolutely. Wicked probably is my favorite. It's my favorite. Look, it just is. And then, you know, now we've got both of the Wicked movies, which I've seen the first part, but I haven't seen Wicked for Good yet. I enjoyed for a movie adaptation, I enjoyed the first part. It's going to be interesting to see how they play out the second part, though, because like I said, I haven't seen it yet. But I don't have much to say on the movie version. I just, the musical, seeing it live and being in that atmosphere is really what it's all about. We've got Puddles, a very pastel looking frog. She's so cute. Why have I not considered her for Seztopia? I'm gonna look her up for a second and just see if she would be interested in, like, if I could put her on like a temporary list for Seztopia, right? What are we doing? ACNH Puddles. She's a peppy frog villager. Let's see what her house looks like. In New Horizons. Oh, okay. I mean, she's got a pastel pink house on the outside. It's rounded though, but on the inside it's more of a blue vibe. If her house was pastel pink on the inside, I would have definitely been more interested in that for Seztopia. But she's cute though. Maybe she's one I can add to the list of temporary ones for Seztopia. I mean, not for this island, for the other island, right? Because, oh my gosh, that's adorable. You're adorable, Puddles. You're very cute. I am from Sezurbia, and you've heard of me. That is me. That's you? Wow. A pair of celebrities on one island. Well, I'm a celeb in training, but it's still fab. You're so cute, Puddles. Do we have any DIY recipes? Yes, we do indeed. What are we going to learn from this one? From Chow, we've got a clothesline. I already know that recipe. That's okay. It's all good. We can get out of here now. You know, look, I should just say, with the cast of the movie for Wicked, I love Jonathan Bailey. Like, that is, I feel like he was cast perfectly as Fiyero. I like Cynthia Erivo. I think she was a really good choice as well. Ariana has really, like, proved herself to me. Like, I knew she could probably hit the notes, but I wasn't sure if it would come across as, if she would be able to come across as theatery. I know she has background in theater, but I wasn't sure if she would be able to achieve that for Glinda, and she absolutely has. So it's just the stuff. Look, the press stuff. You know, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's just, I feel like it's a little concerning. I don't know. Anyway, I do think it's well cast, and I am excited to see the second part. So that's Wicked. And then last year, because now we're in 2026, I have to say last year. So no, it was 2024 that I saw Wicked. Sorry, not 2023. I'm thinking it's 2025 still. No, it's 2026. So in 2024, I saw Wicked. 2025, I saw Beetlejuice, the musical, which was written by one of our own, an Australian, wrote Beetlejuice, the musical, in case you were wondering. Eddie Perfect. And he is so good. He wrote the musical, but also in our run of it, he starred as Beetlejuice, and it was made for him. Having the person who actually wrote it also star in it, incredible, and he is like the perfect Beetlejuice. I'm so glad I got to see it with him actually in it. It was so good, and the show was so good. I mean, it's not canon to the second movie. Obviously, it was written before Beetlejuice 2 was released, so it's not canon, but it's so good. Wilderness training is just the best, isn't it? I'm Samson. What's your name? Sezrawrr, huh? Great to meet you, Sezrawrr. You're not from Sezurbia, are you? I am. The best abs do come from there. Look, I have to say it. I am biased. I mean, I don't have abs, but I'm sure maybe Rolf does. And, who else do I have? Not Barreled. Barreled probably doesn't. Although maybe he does. You just never know. Mathilda. I could see Mathilda having abs. I could definitely see Mathilda having abs. Even Pashmina. I could see Pashmina having abs too. Yeah. I think that would be it for our abs. On Sezurbia. What is this conversation? Look, it's fine. It's so fine. I can't even remember what the mouse's name was, but I was going to say he started it. He did. He started it. So yeah, if you haven't seen Beetlejuice the musical, I highly recommend it. It is so good. It's very raunchy, but I mean, that's Beetlejuice, right? It's very, very good. I really enjoyed it. And it's probably going to be my second favorite for musicals that I've seen. And then it would be Love Never Dies. And then it would be Hairspray. I still really want to see a big theatre company, like in the city, proper theatre company do Rent, because I am biased. I love it so much because I was a part of it in a very small capacity. I was a part of it, but it's one of my favourite shows, and I would love to see a big proper theatre troupe do it. As for this year, I mean, I'm about to go and see another show. It was actually a Christmas present that my sister and I and my sister's partner bought from my mum. So that's coming up next Sunday. I'm really excited for it. And it's like, it's going to be different to other shows, I think. I'm really excited to talk about it. Maybe I will just talk about it. I don't know. Stitches! Oh my goodness, I love Stitches too. I used to have Stitches on Seztopia. And Stitches is a lazy villager, so similar personality to Barreled. So cute. Ah, there's someone on this island. Oh, you're here visiting too? You're so cute, Stitches. I do miss Stitches, but Stitches didn't have a super pastel house. That's why Stitches had to go. So cute. Hey, I'm Stitches. I know. You're Sezrawrr from Sezurbia. Neat. I know Sezrawrr from Seztopia. I didn't expect to make a friend here. This island is so cool. Stuffin'. I remember Stuffin'. I remember those days of Stuffin'. So cute. But other musicals that I would like to see. Let me think about that for a second. I mean, I would like to see Hamilton. Why am I blanking on every musical I've ever heard of before in my whole life right now? Foxtown, do I already know that one too? I do already know that recipe. Mary Poppins. I would like to see Mary Poppins, and even like The Lion King, because that's supposedly like spectacular. What other musicals? Why am I blanking on every musical that I've ever heard of before in my whole life? Oh, I would love to see someone do like a troupe do Little Shop of Horrors, because I loved the movie Little Shop of Horrors. Really cool. Oh, Heathers is another one. And I think Heathers is coming to Melbourne this year. So that might be one that would be really cool. I haven't even seen Heathers the movie, but I know the premise of Heathers the musical. And I even know a couple of songs from Heathers the musical. And I just think that would be a really cool one to see. So I'm going to add that to my list of dream musicals that I would love to see. Maybe because it is coming to Melbourne at some point this year, I would love to. I have to talk to my sister about that, see if she'd be willing to go. I want to use my Nook Miles ticket, thank you. Time for takeoff. Aside from that, I am just blanking on every other musical I've ever heard of before in my life. I mean, it doesn't even just have to be like a musical. It could be just like theatre that doesn't actually involve singing, right? But I don't know. I just can't think of anything else. Very cool, though. All right, who are we going to have? I don't even know how many Nook Miles tickets we've got left. I don't think we've got more than 20, though. Maybe we've got about 20? 21, maybe? 17, okay. Ooh. Did I see red and black? Did I see a flicker of red and black? Could it be cherry? Oh my god, if it's cherry, I would die. I would die. I would die. Oh, I saw red, but it was not red and black for cherry. Aww. I was hoping it was cherry. Who are you? Rasha. Don't believe we've met. Name's Rasha. Fancy meeting you here. Wherever here is. I'm a mite fuzzy in that part. Swine. I am. Sorry, Rasha. I'm getting tired of the reading the same dialogue over and over again, right? Rasha, you're not my vibe. I was so, like, hopeful that that was Cherry for a second, because when I had Cherry on Sezurbia, I got her on a Nook Miles Island. I was villager hunting. I didn't have anyone in mind. I found Cherry, and I was so excited because she was really cool. She is really cool, and I miss her, and I want Cherry. All right, let's go to another Nook Miles Island then. I'm ready to go home. Thank you. Yes. Thanks. Alright, so 17 Nook Miles tickets. I'm getting a little concerned that we are not going to find someone within 50 tickets. I mean, we've still got time, right? We do. Nook Miles ticket, thank you. Yes, they are. I mean, I don't think I've even got... I was going to say, I don't even think I've got an amiibo of any of them. The only one I think I've got an amiibo of is Olivia. I've got Olivia's amiibo, but I don't think I'd be able to do anything for Olivia with her amiibo before the plot autofills. I just don't really want the plot to autofill. I want to choose now. I'm at the point we are establishing I want to be selective about who comes to live on Sezurbia. Is that Astrid? Is that what this... It's Kit. Kit? The kangaroo? Kit. Yeah, so our third double. Kit. I'm sad about it. Do we have a DIY island? Not a DIY island, just a DIY recipe would be nice. Could you imagine if there was a DIY island though? There is a DIY recipe, but just like an island that is just covered with bottles on the beach. Kiki! Kiki's a cat. Log bench, I think I already know that one. No, I don't know a log bench. Okay, well there we go. Let's go back to Sezurbia. I sure am. Let's go. Thank you. So, speaking of amiibos, I have just, earlier this week, put out another amiibo opening video. I have found someone on eBay who looks like they're selling sealed packs. Like, I feel, from the photos that they're posting, they bought, like, displays of packs and have been selling them individually. I hate that. I absolutely hate scalpers like that. That's awful because they are selling individual packs for a ridiculous price. Like they're selling, I think it's one packet for $17.95 Australian, whereas one packet from the Nintendo store is $4.95. So that's crazy. Am I about to buy into the scalper though? Because I have 279 amiibo cards that I still need for my collection, and that's too many to source them all individually. And I love the mystery element of unboxing them and not knowing who's in the packet until I get them. Sorry, I just got immediately disappointed at this villager. I'm getting concerned. I'm getting concerned. I am starting to have regret over not taking Rhonda. Why did I not take Rhonda? Where did the bear go? Oh, there you are. It's not a bear, it's a pig. Sorry. Boris. It doesn't seem half bad, Schnort. Hang on, you're Sezurbia from Sezurbia, yeah? Yes, this is a trendy destination. I'm going. Bye, Boris. Yeah, I'm just starting to get concerned that we're not going to be able to find anyone good. I've got time still, but I don't want this video to be like a 5-hour video. And at the moment, I think we are headed towards 3. We might be at 2.5-ish now, headed towards 3. So we've still got time. It's fine. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy 1 pack and see if they're legit. And then, if they are legit, it's gonna cost so much money, but it's gonna get to a point. I would like to do like maybe 1 or 2 more Amiibo opening videos and then see how many cards I have left to source independently. The issue, if you haven't been watching my Amiibo unboxing videos, is you can only make 1 order per Nintendo account of 4 packs of Amiibo cards from each series. So you can buy 20 packs per Nintendo account. So I've done that for both the account that I use for this Switch that we are playing Sezurbia on and the account that I play Critterpedia on. I've bought my 20 packs from the Nintendo store. You cannot get all 468, is it 400? No, 448, sorry. You can't get all 448 Amiibo cards from 20 packs of Amiibos. And that's the issue, is that I can't buy any more officially from the Nintendo store. And like, I understand why they do it, because then you get scalpers. Like what's happening on eBay. But it's kind of crazy, right? Here we have Gail. Gail, I'm also very familiar with because I also have her on Critterpedia. Wow, I thought I'd be the only one on this tour. I'm Gail, you're Sezrawrr. Did you really come here all the way from Sezurbia? I sure did. I think I flew past Sezurbia once. It looked pretty from the air. You're so sweet, Gail, and she's very cute. She's very pastel. I do love Gail. Do we have a DIY recipe? I mean, I do feel better about seeing some villages that I am very familiar with, but I would like to see some villages that I'm not familiar with, but I want to be familiar with. That's what I would really like to see. Sorry, hiccups. Got the hiccups. Yes, I want to go home. I just feel like even if Nintendo could change it to be like you can only buy 4 packs per series in 1 order. Totally fine. That's what I thought the deal was. Not 1 order per Nintendo account. Anyway, yeah. Because now I'm in this position where I want the whole Amiibo collection and I would love to keep doing the mystery unboxing versions of it, but like I can't. I've still got 279 Amiibo cards to collect, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy 1 pack and see if they're legit, and then I'll go in and buy some more packs. Okay. It's going to cost so much money, but it'll be so worth it. Because I love making the unboxing videos as well. So look, it's the cost versus the fun, right? The cost versus the fun. It's fine. Anyway, here we are on another Nook Island. I've just realized we have not come across Money Rock Island yet. Is Money Rock Island only available at night? Bangle, great to meet you. How are you? I'm Bangle. Welcome to my hype-tastic island getaway. Okay, it's not my island, but it will be. I want to be a pop star on all pop stars' own islands. Very nice. Thank you. All right, Bangle. It was nice to meet ya, but I am going to see if we've got a DIY recipe, and then I'm going to head out. We've got to be getting close to only having 10 tickets left, right? That's kind of crazy. I really was not expecting to use all 50. I was expecting to find someone within 50 tickets. You just never know who's coming up on the next Nook Miles Island, right? You just never know. I'm glad I cleared my schedule for today. I mean, I still have work that I need to do on other things, but it can wait until later on in the day. I just needed to have as much time as I could give myself to do this, right? I'm glad I didn't do this at night. Alrighty. Yes, I want to fly first. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, time for takeoff. Thanks. Bibbidoo. I can't see anyone up there. Who do we have? Oh, okay, that's, I can't remember his name. I can picture him so vividly. I can't remember his name, though. It's a goat, though. It's not Kid, it's the other one. Because if it was Kid, I would be happy, because Kid is on my list of ones that I would be very happy to have temporarily. So I kind of hope that it would have been happier if it was Kid, right? We've got 12 more tickets left. Alright, what's your name? Is it Billy? Sherb, that's the one, Sherb. Oh, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Sherb. Cool, so you're Sezurbia from Sezurbia? Man, that's real cool. Let's have some fun while we're here together, boy. Okay, well, I can just go because I know that we don't have any DIY recipes, so I can just leave. That's fine. Nice to meet you, Sherb. Stovetop toothbrush, you're funny, Wilbur. Let's go. Thanks. Bibbidoo! Thanks. Yes. So the only other plan that I have for seeing things this year is in June, I am seeing my equal tied favorite band with Ghost, Motionless in White. I'm actually wearing a Motionless in White t-shirt today. Motionless in White are my other favorite band, tied for favorite band with Ghost. And I'm seeing them in June for the first time. I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. And they've just released a single from an upcoming album and it's so good. And I'm very excited. It's so exciting. It's just nice to have things to look forward to. Oh, something else. Hold on. That's not the only other thing I have planned, actually. I forget, even though I've just paid off for my ticket. In August, Bengal. Go away, Bengal. I don't want you. I want someone that I want. Right? In August, some work friends and I are going to see Pretty Woman live. The production of Pretty Woman. It's going to be great. Looking forward to that too. So, 3 things that I'm seeing live to look forward to this year. Wow. So exciting. And, I mean, if maybe I can talk to my sister about seeing Heathers, the musical, when it comes, maybe 4. And if Ghost decide that they're not ending their world tour after this little stint they're doing right now, then they decide that they would like to come to Australia as part of the world tour, then maybe 5. Just Ghost are on a world tour at the moment. I know you guys probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Ghost are on a world tour at the moment, but the stint that they are doing, it finishes on the 26th of February, and then the singer of Ghost Tobias Forge has gone on the record as saying that his schedule is very open after this tour ends. And so we're like, okay, but you haven't been to the world yet. There's places in the world that you've not been to. Are you planning on still coming to these places and you just haven't announced dates yet and they're still part of this tour? Or is the tour ending on the 26th of February and you're done? And like, I understand that he needs a break. He's been working non-stop for 15 years. He has not had a break. He deserves a break. But a world tour isn't a world tour if you don't come to Oceania, right? Like, it's not even just about Australia and New Zealand. There's other places in Oceania that... Gail! Gail! I love you, but no! There are other places in Oceania that also haven't had a ghost tour as part of this tour, right? Anyway, so I'm sad at the thought of not getting to see ghosts live because I only discovered them in November last year, October, November last year, and I've already missed out on so much. And now there's the potential that I might miss out on this too. And it just makes me sad. I'm sad about it. But at least I get to see Motionless in White this year, so it's not all bad, right? That's something. Punchy Tea Crafter, Punchy the Cat, Wooden Bookshelf. Let's learn that recipe, thank you. And I officially have 10 Nook Miles tickets left. I can make more, it's fine. Just can we find someone in 10 tickets? If they could stop giving me doubles, because now we've had, what, 6 doubles? That's crazy. Thank you. Bibbidoo! There was another, well, there is another band that's touring that I would have really liked to have seen. The show is actually happening in 2 weeks. I would have liked to have seen, but they're playing in a really odd location. It's Good Charlotte. I would love to see Good Charlotte. I really like Good Charlotte, have since I was a teenager, and they're playing on the 21st of February. But they're not playing in Melbourne City. They're playing in rural Victoria, which... Fabulous rural Victoria. We have like this, the government made this like plan to have some big events happen in rural Victoria to highlight rural Victoria, which is fine. But this show is happening in Bendigo, which Bendigo is about 3.5 hours away from where I live. So that's quite a trek, and that's fine. I would be happy to travel for it. But Bendigo... I don't think Bendigo will have the accommodation infrastructure to be able to accommodate the people that are going to have to travel to Bendigo. Whereas Melbourne City does, right? Ah, this one's interesting. I recognize this wolf because I can't remember his name, but I was thinking about this wolf. Who are you? Lobo. Let me have a look at Lobo for a second, because I was contemplating Lobo for a second. I remember. Okay, I mean, he's a cranky wolf. His house is interesting. If it will load for me. Okay, he's got like a grey... Oh, his house is interesting. He's got a grey wooden siding house with a purple roof and a white door. On the inside, he's got a black brick wall. He's got the same wooden floorboards that I have in my house, and he uses a lot of the rustic furniture. That's why I was debating, because the outside of his house looks really cool. He kind of doesn't really see my vibe, though. He's a cranky villager. I just don't think I want... you, Lobo. I'm sorry. It was nice to debate someone for a second, because I've had no one else to debate, really. It's so fine. Be a good Charlotte playing in Bendigo. Which would be fine. Like I said, if I just don't think Bendigo is going to have the infrastructure for it, which would mean that I would have to travel 3.5 hours there and then 3.5 hours back. And that's kind of crazy, right? Like, I love Good Charlotte. Not that much. And like, fantastic for rural Victoria in Bendigo that's going to have this show. That's amazing. For all the people who live in Bendigo and live close to Bendigo, that's amazing for you guys. If we could have at least had another show, another sideshow, even if it was in a small venue in Melbourne, just a smaller sideshow for those who can't go to Bendigo. I shouldn't complain because at least they are playing in Victoria. Like, there are states in Australia that they're not playing, so I shouldn't complain. But it's just odd, right? And like, I don't think that Bendigo would have the accommodation infrastructure to accommodate people that would be staying overnight. Anyway, I am sad about that because I heard rumors last year that Good Charlotte were going to come and do a tour, and I was so excited. And I even said to my sister, Good Charlotte are coming. Do you want to go? And she's like, yeah, I'd be down to see Good Charlotte. And then I messaged her. Literally, it was announced, and I messaged her, and I'm like, they're playing in Bendigo. And she's like, why Bendigo? It's weird. It's weird. It's an odd choice. Anyway, it's fine. So I'm a little bit sad that I missed out on that one because I really like Good Charlotte. Cardiology is a great album. And so Chronicles of Life and Death. Great album too. And Good Morning Revival is a great album too. Okay. Different island to what we've had so far for this island. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I saw black legs and I got excited. This is Roscoe. He is a dreamy. Oh my god, Roscoe! I'm so unbelievably excited. Roscoe, wasn't expecting to run into, well, much of anyone out here, wherever who he is exactly. Roscoe! Anyway, I'm Roscoe, I know. And you're Sezurbia from Sezurbia. I am, and I wasn't expecting to get a dreamy today, but here we are. Wasn't expecting a meet and greet on this tour, but then again, I ain't sure what I expect to find here. Now, Roscoe is a cranky villager. I'm fine with that. I want him. I mean, look at him. He fits in perfectly, and his house is really cool too. I'm so unbelievably excited about this. Roscoe, I'm chatting to you again. It's good to step away and look at things from a distance sometimes. Like, I'm looking back and wondering if maybe it's time for me to make some kind of change, shake stuff up. Absolutely, come to my island. Want to come to my island? Are you really asking me to move to Sezurbia? That's quite an invite it is. Come and do it, my guy. I almost don't know what to say, which ain't usually a problem for me. But you like it there, right? I do. Everyone as neighborly as you? Yes. Well, for the most part. Maybe not Rolf, but he's gonna be leaving eventually, right? It's a great island. I'll say you'll fit right in. He will. You'll fit right in. Gahaha, I'm just funning with you. Of course you love your home island. Why else would you be inviting me? Absolutely, because I want you to be a part of it. So if I contact this Tom Nook fella, he'll help me with all the paperwork. I'm no good with that nonsense. Reckon I ought to start packing up my stuff just as soon as I get back from home from here, nay. Oh, guess I won't be calling that place home much longer, will I? Roscoe, I have got to get a photo with you, my guy, because you're going to be the thumbnail of this video. I can't believe we're going to have Roscoe. 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 I'm going to wait until Roscoe comes back in frame, right? Maybe I can even clap because I'm so excited about Roscoe. He will eventually come back in frame and I will get that as a thumbnail when he comes back in frame. There he is. Roscoe. Perfect. Oh my God. Posing for me immediately. Roscoe, I love you to bits. You're so cool. Thank you. Thank you. That's unbelievably exciting, right? I'm just going to hang on a little bit longer and see if I can get him to wander back in frame once again, right? I'm just making sure. I want to get a good thumbnail. I'm so excited. We're having Roscoe. I'm going to go back to my dreamy list. We're going to put a big old tick next to Roscoe's name. I really wasn't expecting to get a dreamy today. I thought it was more likely that we would get one of the 15 of the ones that I was okay with having temporarily, but it is really nice to have another dreamy. Come on, Roscoe, where are you, my guy? I can hear you walking around. Just grace me with your presence once again. There you are. Come a little bit closer. Not on that way, the other way. Come beside me. Come and stand beside me, Roscoe. I'm getting tired of hearing the clapping in my ear, Roscoe. Please. Come on, Roscoe. Roscoe. Should I just take what I had before? I'll wait another 30 seconds, I reckon. We'll see if Roscoe can come back into frame in that time, and then I'll go. Roscoe, come on, do it, my guy. Yes! Okay, that's good. That's kind of good. I wish I had gotten his attention as he was walking past. It's okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to go with what I had. I'm so unbelievably excited to have Roscoe coming to the island. There we go, my friends. We were able to do it within the last 10 tickets. So we spent 42 tickets to find Roscoe. Wow. Okay, so... we're not going to have much time. I don't think I'm going to have Sezrawrr from Sezurbia come over. We're not going to do that today. That can happen next episode. I would like to maybe try catching some fish. Maybe we can end the episode just by doing some, maybe like 20 minutes or so of fishing just to see. I'm so excited. So let's just go and see the empty plot with the sold sign on it though, right? That would be really cool. I saw the black legs and I was like, that is not Roscoe right now. And it was. What a find. Stoked about it. We've got some more black cosmos growing in. Very nice. Over here. There we go. Sold! Sold! Yay! That's so good. Do I even just want to take a thumbnail? Hold on. I might even just take a thumbnail with that, right? Maybe I'll leave it suspenseful for you, right? Like, you guys won't know who the villager is until you watch the episode. So I guess now you know who the villager is. And I can do the... Yeah, for the thumbnail. Maybe I can do that. I'll have options. It's good to have options, right? Let me just do it again. Cool. Cool! Ah, I'm stoked. It's gonna be so good. Alright, anyway, what did I say I was gonna do? Fishing. Okay, let's get my fishing rod out then. Now, let me just go back to the creature list. So, from the rivers. I need to do river fishing. I also can hear a balloon. I need to catch that. I need to pop it. Where is it? Maybe it's down below. Oh, it's up above, but it just hadn't made it to the cliffs yet. It's gonna be right above my head. I told you it was right above my head. There we go. Let's see what we get inside this box. Shell reef. I may as well learn it. Oh, I already know it. Okay, no worries. So many DIY recipes that I already know. Anyway, back to my creature list. So, in the river, we can catch the neon tetra. We could catch the piranha. We could catch the dorado. We could catch... That's all. So, we can catch the piranha, the dorado, and the neon tetra in the river. We're looking for tiny, we're looking for small, and we're looking for very large shadows in the river. Okay, tiny, small, and very large. That's not very large, so I'm not going to catch it. Tiny, small, and very large. That's also not very large, so I'm not going to catch that either. Let's go down to the bottom here. Follow the river up. It would just be really cool if I could have a great success in fishing right now as well. That would just be the cherry on top. If I could get all three of these fish, I mean, I'm not expecting to. I'm not expecting to get one even with my track record of fishing at the moment. Just to have any fish on offer would be nice. Hi, Nan. I love our flag. It's so good. To have any fish in a river would be so nice right now. That's not a big one. I don't want to catch it. It's not a big one or a small one. It's a medium one. Oh, I hear a flea. Has Mathilda got fleas? Yes, she does. Okay, hold on. I need to catch this flea for Mathilda. That'll go towards Smile Isle. I caught a flea. The curse is lifted. I was so itchy because of fleas. Thank you for getting them off me. I owe you one, wee baby. That's a good point. Where are we up to for Smile Isle? I haven't checked in with Smile Isle for a minute. It's for doing nice things for our villagers. Oh, we're at 34. 34 or 50. Nice. Anyway, I just need to be catching something that is not that size. I need something really small or really big. No in between. Okay, that's a small shadow. This could be a piranha, mayhaps. Let's hope. How did I know it was going to be a crucian carp? At this point, it is really starting to feel like the game is just not giving me the fish that I need. Like, why are you just not giving me the fish that I need? You're only giving me the same fish over and over again to catch. What do we have in the pond that's big? Nothing that can be caught during the day, right? River, pond, yeah, from 4 p.m. So we have nothing in the pond that we can catch during the day, so I'm not catching it then. I'm gonna scare it away so that maybe something else can spawn in a river. Would be super nice. Okay, that's small. Please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. That's not the neon tetra, that's a guppy. Okay, well that's small. Finally we got a piranha! Yes! Oh, that's so good! I'm gonna cross that one off the list. Yes, I caught a piranha. Sure hope it was the only one. So far it has been the only one, right? Okay, so now I've got 2 fish that I can catch in the river. They are a tiny and a very large. So I don't know if that one would be considered tiny. But I feel like I should just catch it anyway. Just in case it is and I don't know shadow sizes, right? I'm doubting myself on shadow sizes. Oh, damn it. It's because I didn't close my eyes at the right time and I got myself all concerned for nothing. Okay, well that's something at least. We've caught the piranha. That's great. That's really good. Hold on. The giant snakehead in the pond. I knew that there was a fish that I was missing. The giant snakehead in the pond is large and can be caught during the day. That one I scared away could have been a giant snakehead, and now I'm mad about it. Anyway, it's totally fine. Okay, a bluegill. Okay. Hold on, what size was that in the Clifftop River? That doesn't look very large though, right? Hold on, let me just see. The Dorado, it does say very large. That does not look very large to me. Neither does that. But I'm concerned, so I'm concerned that I just don't know shadow sizes, right? So I'm just gonna get it. Okay, that's fine. It's a sweet fish. All right, I hear a balloon. Where is it? Is it over the water? Beautiful. Some clay. How nice. All right. That's a tiny fish, right? That is 100% a tiny fish. Please, please. We need the neon tetra. Please. No, it's not, is it? It's a rainbow fish. Oh, I got excited because it was a fish that I hadn't seen in a while, but then I recognized and I was like, no, I've already caught that one. Okay, but that's about the size of the neon tetra. Okay, in the pond, we do have the potential for a ranchu goldfish and a pop-eyed goldfish. So I may as well catch that. That one looks tiny though, so it would be the pop-eyed goldfish if it's going to be one of them. Come on, turn around. Don't make me bargain with you, fish. You don't have much space over that way. Turn around. Come on. Don't make me sing the never-ending story once again. I will do it. You're so close. Just turn a little bit more. Come on, a little bit closer. Don't go around in a circle. Seriously? Oh my god, turn around. Look at what you see. My bobber in the pond. Come on. This fish, seriously. I swear, it better be the... It had better be the fish. The goldfish, the pop-eyed goldfish. It had better be. When I eventually catch it, right? Come on. A little bit closer. Dude. This fish be crazy. Thank you. Far out off the bat. Oh, it's just a normal goldfish. That was not worth it. That was not worth all the hassle that I just put into that. Ooh. I don't know shadow sizes for very large, so I'm going to go for that. It's probably going to be a black bass, right? But... Oh no, it's a, tilapia. Thank you. But still is not a dorado, which is what I'm trying to catch in the river. Very large. No, not a dorado. Yes, a dorado. 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sorry, got confused by my list there for a second. It's all good. Nothing in the pond. Okay. That's not a tiny, that's a small. I think. I mean, regardless, I need to catch like 5,000 fish, so I may as well catch it, right? Alright, let's see what's going on up here. Nothing. Okay, what do we have a bit in the river? The top of the river here. Anything? Nothing. Okay. Let's go down this side of the river then. And then maybe we'll make our way over. Oh, Nan's asleep. That's so cute. Oh, that looks pretty large. I don't know. Let me just chat to Nan really quick. Zizi, Zizi. This breeze felt so good that I guess I must have dozed off. That was like the most gentle wake up I've ever had a villager have, right? I can't tell if that's very large or not. It doesn't look very large to me, but I'm going to get it anyway. But then it does. I don't know. It looks really wide. Whoa, right off the bat. It's just a black bass. Oh, there goes that fishing rod. It's alright, I've got another one. Oopsie, I meant to get that out, actually. Thank you. Okay, that's a small. It's not a tiny, but I should just catch it anyway. Like I said, 5,000 fish need to catch. All good. Another bluegill. And so far there has only been one piranha. I'm really glad that I caught it. That's not a big one. That's not the right size anyway. That's a small, not a tiny, but I'm still going to catch it. Just to make sure. Oh, it's a better fish. They're so pretty. Very pretty. Alright, let's just see. Do we have anything back here? Nope. Okie dokie. About this way? I think pockets are full. No, one more space in pockets. So it's probably good that I've headed back this way anyway, because I can offload the piranha and all the other fish before I head back up to the top of the river. Okay, well, I guess we'll offload the piranha. Fabulous. I'm so glad that we've got at least one, right? But I would love to get at least another one. Would be really nice. Just to eliminate a little bit more off the fishing list. But I mean, the piranha I feel like has eluded me. There just has not been a piranha. But then I feel like the same with the neon tetra. It's also just eluded me. There has not been a single neon tetra either. Right? Oopsie, not that one. This one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to throw away all of my extra duplicate DIY recipes as well. Just thinking about how much longer I can go for, because it's been about the 20 minutes that I said I would like to fish for. I just need to see how long was the other part of the recording, because I don't want this video to be like a 3.5 hour video, right? So, that. Let me just see. Yeah, we're probably at around the 3 hour mark. I can probably go for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll just fish until this fishing rod runs out, and then I'll call it there, okay? That's what we'll do. I can hear my editing software groaning already at having to render a video of this size, but that's fine. That's its job. Let's see what fish we can get. I'm gonna ascend again to the Clifftop River. Yeah, just never know. That's a small one. I'm gonna catch it. Fish and carp. My skills are sharp. Alright, let's come up this way. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Rolf, we've got a cranky villager coming, okay? He is 100% to replace you. Even though he was here to replace Huck. But I want you to leave next, please, Rolf. Maybe he doesn't have abs, okay? Alright, let's follow the river again, see what we can find. We're looking for a neon tetra and for a dorado. I can't tell if that's small or tiny. It looks small, but then when I looked at it from above, it looked like it was smaller than small, so I don't know. It was neither. Okay. Let's just come back down and have a look. Nope, that's fine. Spin around, come on up the river. That is not the size. I'm scaring it away. That's another small. I would love a tiny or even a very large. Complete opposite ends of the scale is what I need right now. Sorry, I didn't realize that putting the camera down meant you wouldn't be able to see me fish. I thought it'd go behind the building, like it does sometimes when you angle the camera down and the building goes away so you can see you behind the building. That's what I thought would happen. It did not. I do apologize. No, that. I don't know. See, I look at it low down. It looks like a wide boy, but then it doesn't look that big. I can't tell. I'm gonna catch it. It's probably gonna be another black bass. Okay. I knew it. Also, I think that behind me on this tree is a new cicada, the Walker cicada. I'm just going to catch that because that one is new and I need to catch it. It is smaller than the other cicadas that I've caught, so it makes me think that it is the Walker cicada. And it sounds different to all the other ones, right? Yes. Look at me go knowing the sounds of the cicadas, right? I caught a Walker cicada. Pfft, I walk all the time and no one calls me Walker sezrawrr. I mean, that's very true, actually. I do walk all the time in real life as well. It's a part of my job. Walking. It's weird. Anyway, Walker cicada off the list. Thank you so much. All right, well, that's something as well, at least, right? A couple of new things, but I would really like to get 2 more new fish. Would be super nice. I'm going to cross and we'll come up to see if there's anything in the pond. Anything up this way? No? Okie dokie. Let's cross. I hear a balloon and I see something in the pond as well. So we've got options, okay? Where did that balloon go? I could have sworn I heard a balloon. Maybe I was imagining things. I don't think that's the right size, but I guess I'll catch it anyway, just because I'm having doubts. Big doubts about my ability to identify shadow sizes. I think that one was just a large shadow. That's okay. We do have a small shadow in the pond, so I'm going to go for it and hope it's going to be one of the goldfish that I need, right? That would be pretty cool. Thank you. Just keep coming this way. You were right there. You had so much... You have... Thank you. It seemed like it was really far away. I wasn't expecting it to start swimming up. It was a frog. I definitely hear a balloon. I do hear a balloon. I don't know what happened to the other one. It's going to be over the water, right? Yeah, that's over the water. I can't do anything with that then. That's annoying. Anyway, maybe we'll just ascend these cliffs for a second. I'll let that balloon get a little bit further before I go hunting after it again. Oh, that's a tiny. Please be a neon tetra. Please. I would love it if you were a neon tetra right now. Yes, it's a neon tetra. That is so good. Yes. Crossing it off the list. Fabulous. Yes, I caught a neon tetra. It wasn't hard to track. It was. Anyway, when the game decided it was going to give me one, it was fine. Okay, well, that's the end of that fishing rod. I have one more. Oh, I haven't been recording for very much longer. Maybe I'll just do one more. Once this fishing rod is done, we're done, okay? So now we are looking for a very large shadow in the river. We're also looking for a tiny shadow in the pond and a small shadow in the pond, okay? That's what we're looking for. Oh, and a large shadow in the pond as well. I could go and get my bait. I don't really want to go and get my bait. I don't need a small shadow, a tiny shadow in the pond anymore, but I'm going to catch it anyway. May as well. Like I said, 5,000 fish. I couldn't hear that very well. It's a bitterling. A pale chub, sorry, not a bitterling. Bitterling is the other one. That's small though. Alright, I'm going to see about that balloon now. See where it's at. Okay, well now I'm feeling a little bit better. I mean, I still need the night fish to come out and play. But, yeah, I'm feeling a bit better about all of that now. Do you have anything in the pond? Oh, we've got something large in the pond. I'll be back for you. I just need to find out where this balloon is at. Okay, is it over the bridge? It's not yet. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of time. I'll go and catch this fish in the pond. And then we'll be right to get that balloon, I reckon. Where are you, fishy? Come on, you are large. I need you to be a giant snakehead. That would be really good if you were a giant snakehead right now. Please, don't be a catfish or a carp. How did I know that it would indeed be a carp, though? I did. Anyway, hoping that that balloon is across the water by now. Almost. Beautiful. Thank you. Hope it was worth the wait. A school chair. That was not worth the wait, actually, but that's fine. Let's just come down this side of the river while we're here. I'm going to catch it just because I can. Yeah, if for the pond fishing, technically I should bring bait and just go over and over again in the pond. That's always an option. Maybe that's something that I can do... But that one's got to be caught during the day. I don't know. I just don't feel like doing that right now. But the next time I decide I want to do fishing during the day, I will do that. I think I need to make more bait anyway. I don't think I've got very much left, so... But that's the way to do it. Just keep spawning them over and over again in the pond. Okay, that's not going to be what I need. That's also not going to be what I need. Thank you. I should have caught them, I know. But now I'm like... I feel like I'm running out of time. Rolf. Hey, kiddo. Yeah, I'm kind of down in the dumps. Are you? Is it because I said that I want you to leave before and I upset you? I'm not sure I'm sorry about it. I desperately need a school chair, you see. Take it off my hands. And wait. Did you just say you've got that on you right now? I sure do. Grolf, it's my lucky day. Now, I don't take charity, but would you consider trading for my shorts outfit? Sure, let's trade. We got a deal? All right. What are you waiting for? Thanks ever so much. Thanks 100. I owe you one, kiddo. Groff, you do owe me one. You could do that by leaving. That's something you could do, right, is leave. That's way too far away for that little itty bitty fish. Another rainbow fish. Nice. Okay, how are we going at the pond? Ooh, a tiny one. Please be the pop-eyed goldfish that I need you to be. Turn around. Thank you. Please. It's a killifish. Rude. Where are all my goldfish friends? Not even just my normal goldfish friends. I'm talking about my Ranchu goldfish and my pop-eyed goldfish friends. Where are you? So many water bugs as well, by the way. Crazy. The amount of water bugs, actually. Actually, let's ascend. Let's just check this river for a second. We love a one and done. Thank you for that. All right. What have we got further up this river? Another small. May as well. CJ's gonna love me. Except I don't have any sharks for him today, but that's okay. We're not doing sea fishing at the moment. Even though technically I could, I think. Yeah, I could. I could do some sea fishing, but not today. I'm more interested because I've got so many river fish. I was more interested in getting that list a bit smaller. Fish that I've had available to be caught for a very long time that are just not making their presence known. And well, a couple have. It's all good. Whoa! That looks very large to me, right? Oh my gosh. Lock in, Sarah, lock in. Don't you dare be a black bass. I said don't you dare! How dare you be a black bass? Oh, we got a tiny in the river. Please be a pop-eyed goldfish. I would really like it to be a pop-eyed goldfish. Come on, come a little bit closer this way. You know you want to. How can you just swim right past my bobber like that? It's bright yellow. Turn around to look at what you see. My bobber in the pond. Come on. Keep coming. Thank you. Yes! Yes, that's the pop-eyed goldfish. That is very good. Okay, I'm happy. I'm very happy with today's events. Very good. Yes, I got a pop-eyed goldfish. It looks so surprised. I actually used to have a pop-eyed goldfish when I was little. It was black, and I named her Brittany. Because I was obsessed with Britney Spears when I was a kid. Well, I wasn't obsessed, but I loved Britney Spears. She was like my favorite when I was a kid. This is around Oops, I Did It Again. No, not Oops, I Did It Again. Yes, Oops, I Did It Again era. Sorry. Yes, it was around that era. All right, well, we're still going with our fishing rod, so we may as well just keep going and see if we can catch. So now, now from the river and the pond, I've got the Dorado in the river, very large. I've got the gar in the pond. No, that one's at 4 p.m. Hold on. I've got the Ranchu goldfish in the pond, small. And I've got the giant snakehead in the pond, large. Okay, so I'm looking for a very large in the river. Maybe I will get a bit selective now. Looking for very large in the river. I'm looking for small and large in the pond. That's what we're doing here, all right? Until this fishing rod runs out. This is the most successful fishing day that I've had in a really long time, though. And I'm very pleased because I was really starting to think that I was like cursed or something. That the Animal Crossing fishing gods hated me for whatever reason. That I angered them somehow. So I'm very pleased that we've caught a decent amount of new fish, right? Ooh, I'm not going to get my slingshot out in time. Nope, it's not. Nope. Not even close. Hold on, let me just go and see what we've got going on in the pond. Ooh, we've got a small, that could be the Ranchu goldfish. Could you imagine? I would love it if it was the Ranchu goldfish right now. That would be so good. Turn this way. No, the other way. Come on. Thank you. A little bit closer. Thank you. Another frog. That's okay. And there we go. That's my fishing rod done. Damn it. I feel like I was just getting into the groove. All right, well, I'm going to go and see if I can get that balloon that was flying. Also, maybe that was the migratory locust. Hold on. This? No, it's a grasshopper. I thought that was a grasshopper, but I think the migratory locust is a ground one as well. Like how the long locust is a ground one. So maybe I'll look and see. Also, we do have the rice grasshopper as well, so. Maybe I can just look and see if I can catch either of them. That would be a pretty good way to end the episode, I reckon. That looks very large. Let me go and make a fishing rod. Hold while I make a fishing rod. I'm gonna hope that it's still gonna be there by the time I get back over there. I just know that if I don't catch this right now, then it's gonna be the freaking, what is it? The Dorado? Yes, the Dorado. It's gonna be the Dorado if I don't catch it right now, right? It's gonna be the Dorado, so I have to catch it. Get my rod out. Oh, I've only got one spot anyway now. Please still be over here, please. It is. Okay, that's good. I'm going to need it to do a big turnaround, please. That looks huge. That looks very large, right? And that's what it says, very large. It better not be a black bass. I'm going to be mad if it's a black bass. Whoa! Off the bat. There is no way. That shadow looked huge. I can hear the balloon. Where is it? There it is. Hold on, let me get a bit closer. Thanks. I put my wetsuit on so I can look at what that present is, right? A study carrel? What is that? A corral? What is that? Okay, it's like a desk. Anyway, I don't have any space in my pockets, so let me just go really quickly and offload my pockets. Because now that I'm thinking about the bugs, the migratory locust and the rice grasshopper, I'm kind of thinking, if I can catch them, I would like to. The neon tetra. Thank you. And we need also... Ah, there it is. The Walker cicada place. And we also need... Hold on, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Let me put the pop-eyed goldfish up there. Beautiful, because it's in a bowl. And then we're going to put the Walker cicada here. Cool. 4 new things that we have caught today. That's a great start, right? That's very good. Can we make it 6 with the addition of the Walker... not the Walker cicada, the migratory locust and the... Oh, there's another balloon. Oh, too far away. Thank you. A handy water cooler. If you say so. This is handy indeed, right? All right, so let's see. Just really quickly, I'm not going to spend too long on this because I am getting ready to wrap up this episode. We've done a lot today. We've had a lot of success today. Just can we add a cherry on top right now? That's all I want to know. Can we add a cherry on top? That's not going to be the migratory locust, is it? It's a long locust. But I can't remember what the difference is between them, right? So I'm just going to catch whatever I see on the ground because, like, I don't know. Are you a long locust? Are you a migratory locust? I don't know. Are you a grasshopper or a rice grasshopper? I don't know. I'm not an ichthyologist. I'm not Flick. I don't know. Anyway, now I have no space in my pocket, so let me just go and put these away. I'm going to spend maybe 5 more minutes, okay, on seeing if I can find these 2 things, and then we'll end the episode. So many things to put away. Both CJ and Flick are going to love me next time they come around. That'll be so good. And I am really happy that we made a bit of a dent in the river list. That's great. Hopefully, next episode when we go night fishing and stuff, we'll be able to put even more of a dent in the list, okay? I am also going to need to look up when the giant trevally goes away, because we've had the giant trevally be available for a little while now. It's got to be going away soon. So I'm going to need to make some bait and dedicate some time on the pier. Maybe we can do that next episode too. Okay, so maybe, yeah, that's the plan, I reckon, for next episode. We will do that, but we're not done with this episode yet. Okay. Let me put my wetsuit back over here, because that's where it lives. Okay. Now, if I were a rice grasshopper, what would I look like? I would be on the ground. I know that. And the same question goes for a migratory locust. Is that a rice grasshopper? Yes, it is. Okay, what a find. I caught a rice grasshopper. I've been looking for a gluten-free alternative. Well, me, I actually would. Because I have celiac disease, so I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I have celiac disease, meaning I have to eat gluten-free. So that's actually very appropriate for me. Alright, so now we just got to find the migratory locust. And then the only other bug we will have available to catch now will be the giraffe stag, but that can't be caught right now. That has to be caught at night. I've got big plans for what I need to catch next episode, but if I can, it'd be amazing. Okay, now if I were a migratory locust, what would I look like? I would be on the ground, surely, right? Surely I would be on the ground. Do I need to look up what a migratory locust looks like? The cicadas going off together, right? That was crazy. Come on, I am like scouring the ground for bugs. Oh, there's a rice grasshopper. I don't need you anymore, friend. Sorry I scared you off into drown. I didn't mean to. Is that a... That's a rice grasshopper, right? So it's got a little brown end and it doesn't make as much noise as a normal grasshopper. Right, that's good to know. I mean, I don't need to. I've already caught one, so it's fine. But... if I were a migratory locust, maybe I'm going to look up what a migratory locust looks like real quick. Just give me a sec. Migratory locust. ACNH. Thank you. Oh, maybe that one was a migratory locust. Hold on, they kind of look like grasshoppers. I didn't think that was the case. Will this page load, please? That was a migratory locust that I scared into the water. No freaking way! It looks more like a grasshopper than than like the long locust. I was expecting it to be more green. No, with the brown ends and don't make as much noise, that's a migratory locust. I can't believe I just scared that one into the water. I'm so sorry about it. I needed you, friend. Oh, Barreled. What's up, my guy? I didn't want to shake the coconuts. I wanted to talk to Barreled. I was shopping and I bought a tropical hat and I don't know why. Anyway, I already had a tropical hat. Want my extra? I don't. I'm good without. And that's cool. Ah, that's cool. Maybe they take returns. I don't think they do. Huh. I hope I bought a receipt too. Sorry, my guy. I just don't really want a tropical hat. What I really want is a migratory locust. And I still can't believe I scared one into the water. I stared at it to start off with. Hold on. No, that's a long locust. Okay. I stared at it to start off with, looking at it going, is that not? And I was certain that it was not because I thought that it was going to look more like the migratory locust. What is that I can hear and where is it? That is not the cicada up on that tree there. My goodness, they're so loud. That's a long locust. That's a long locust. Come on, migratory locust. Be the cherry on top of my day, please. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really... That's one. That's it right there. That's it, right? That's it? Is that it or is that a rice grasshopper? No, that's a rice grass. That's just a normal grasshopper. Oh, I saw green and I got concerned. I think That's also not it. I'm not 100% sure now. I don't know. I'm gonna catch it. No, that's just a normal grasshopper, right? Okay. Come on. Migratory locust, where are you? What is that? It's a tree branch. Oh my goodness. Come on. My 5 minutes is just about up, I reckon. Like I said, it's no biggie if I don't get it today. It would just be really cool if I could, though. I would be so happy. I mean, I already am. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, just a cherry on top. That would be so good. I can't believe I just stared at it. The one that I stared at and then scared into the water. I can't believe I did that. I'll do one more search of this area and the area where the fruit orchard and the veggie patch is. And then one more search of the mainland and then I'll call it, I reckon. That looks very large. And it's gonna be a black bass and it's gonna make me angry. I knew it. I just absolutely knew it. Come on, migratory locust. Just be hanging around. That's a long locust. That's a dragonfly. A Dino dragonfly. No, that's not a Dino dragonfly. I don't know. I can't remember the dragonflies. I just know I don't have to catch any at the moment. Come on. Well, this one just keeps hanging around, so I'm going to catch it so that maybe something else can spawn in instead. Do I not have another net? I think that was the last of my net. It was. Okay, maybe that's my sign. My sign that I should end. Because even if there is one now, I can't catch it anyway. Although if I see one, I'll clock its location, I'll go make a net and then come back and get it, right? No, that's a long locust. What is that? Oh, it's my money tree. Oh, I don't know what that was. There was something there, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, I'm going to call it. That's okay. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. So I have my rice grasshopper to add to this little collection. We've done pretty well today. Stoked about that. Very good. With that being said, let us just really quickly head inside. I'm going to offload the other bugs that I have here and the fish. All right, back here we go. Ah, nice and peaceful. With that being said, my friends, I'm just going to lie down. Because you guys, that's all I've got for this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Villager hunting was a massive success. Fishing was even a good success, and a little bit of bug hunting as well. Like I said, next episode is going to be a night episode. I'm going to make a list of creatures that I'm going to catch, but they are going to include the giant snakehead and the giraffe stag, the flatworm in the ocean. We're going to look at catching the giant trevally from the pier. We could potentially catch the migratory locust depending on when I start, because that's available until 7 p.m. So we could catch that next episode. That would be fine. We could also catch the soft-shelled turtle in the river. We could catch the saddled bakir. That's one I'm going to need to add to the list as well. We could catch the gar in the pond. Yeah, okay. I'm going to make a list. We got lots of things I'm going to want to catch. I'm going to need to make lots of bait in between this episode and next episode. So there's not going to be a bonus Jonas episode next week. I do apologize for that. So I'll see you in a week's time for the night episode. But with that being said, there's going to probably be another big here's what you missed on Sezurbia. I'm not going to need to buy turnips anymore. Hooray for me. That's so exciting. But like, maybe I will anyway, because maybe we could do some cooking. No, I won't. Next episode is all about catching the things that I really, really need to catch. Okay? So that's what next episode's about. With that being said, if you would like to see more of me, including that night episode hanging out here more on Sezurbia with me, then hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell next to it to let YouTube know you want to hang out here with me on Sezurbia. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below as well. I don't know, I was going to say leave me a comment. Just leave me a comment anyway if you want to. But like, I don't know. Leave me a comment about something. Anything. I'll read it. Anyway, with that being said, you guys, I hope you're having a happy morning, noon, or night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.